This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Sattva Luxury Mattress, the only online mattress company that provides free delivery, setup, and mattress removal.
Welcome to Your Mom's House with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsky.
welcome to Your Mom's House.
This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Whoop, Whoop, Whoop. Whoop is a longtime partner of ours. They kind of carried us, drove us through a sober October. If you followed that with Bert Kreischer, Joe Rogan, Ari Shafir, and myself, we're starting off 2020 with a new fitness challenge. 3 of us trying to lose a little weight. Ari's trying to, get muscle for the first time. So we're doing a bunch of different things, and I'm wearing my Whoop 24/7 to understand the impact of basically everything. How I train, eat, sleep. The sleep data is fascinating. I cannot tell you. It has a built-in sleep coach into the app, so it starts giving you advice like, hey, you should probably try to get to bed soon if you're going to wake up by this time, which is the time you normally wake up, to feel this way, and you have peak performance if you do that. I love it. I study the data daily. It tracks. The analytics are amazing. It tracks what you do, fitness. You put in things that you do that might affect the way you feel, caffeine, if you drink, if you feel stressed. It asks you these questions. You answer real quickly. You put in what exercises you did, and it gives you all this data that it just builds. It has this whole bank of information about you. I'm completely fascinated by it, and I wouldn't know what to do without my Whoop now. So I'm hardcore into it, and encourage you to get one. If you want to be better, keep up with me and this whole new weight loss to kick off 2020, get over to whoop.com right now. Use the code YOURMOM, YOURMOM, at checkout for 15% off your membership today. The code is YOURMOM. Thank you, Whoop.
I use knives. I've been using the same tired knives for the last, 4 years until Tom brought home Kami Koto knives. And they are so sharp. I cut through a chicken the other day like it was butter. Just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Because of their single bevel edge, Kami Koto knives can achieve a wickedly sharp edge that you just can't get with other knives. They are so sharp, and they only use steel sourced from Japan, and each blade is crafted using techniques that have been honed and perfected by generations of knife smiths. I'm telling you, we've had good knives in our house for many years. These are by far my favorite. They look professional. Kami Koto knives are used by several chefs working at Michelin star restaurants, so they're good. They make an exceptional gift, especially because of the wooden box the knives are presented in. And Kami Koto is so confident about their knives that each knife comes with a lifetime guarantee. So if you go ahead and buy now, Kami Koto is offering our listeners an extra 25% off site-wide on top of their other discounts. Go to kamikoto.com and use the offer code YOURMOM. kamikoto.com/yourmom. That's kamikoto.com/yourmom.
Here we are. We're back. So excited. There's really groundbreaking stuff happening right now.
There's so much happening in our world.
Oh, I mean,
the YMH world.
The denim is becoming unwoven.
The very fabric of our jeans. The jeans are too high and too tight today.
There's just, I just can't even. Anyway, we'll get to our show in just about
say around 8 o'clock, 8:15.
pretty soon.
I can't get Charles out of my heart.
Charles.
Oh man, he's been haunting me all weekend.
It's funny because
Fed smoker.
We do the show, and obviously people comment things, make memes, video, songs, everything. But then it's always interesting what happens in your personal life. So like in the last week, I've had a lot of friends be like, I got to get some more Charles. Like, text me. Like, do you have any more Charles stuff?
Yeah.
What's going on? It's Charles.
And
what's going on? It's Charles.
Of course, you guys found him. So I've seen a bunch of his. He does long ass videos
and inspirational ones. And our agent Jeans, Andrew, was even inspired to make a video. So he did his impression, and it was great.
Our agent sent us a video doing Charles's video word for word, the whole thing.
The whole thing. So he's really struck a chord and touched our lives. This one,
and it's cool because my agent could have just texted me, but
Just wanted to do a video instead of a text or a phone call.
he sent me a video, which was really cool.
never do a video instead of a text or phone call. That's what we've learned from all these cool guys who make videos. Never do one.
Yeah, it doesn't really turn out that great. But I don't know, the fucking we've been shook here by what has happened. It's been alarming.
Are you talking about what I? You're talking
Why don't we just
about
play the opening clip and then we can get into it?
ripples, shock waves through the studio today in Studio Jeans.
Here we go.
No boy.
Oh, and by the way, your mom's house did not make me a star, as you claim. I was popular on Coney Island. I was popular on Broadway in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Okay?
This shit is big time!
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Yo, mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to your mom's house.
Whoa.
Yeah. This is, well, first things first, before we get into the content, let's get into the form. Is it a do-rag or a swim cap that he has on? What do you think? I'm so hung up on what's on the head. It looks shiny, so is it like a plastic do-rag or is it a swim cap?
Well, the shininess, I can see what you're talking about. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to deduce that by location, one who lives in East Harlem, that he may be able to walk downstairs and get a do-rag.
Oh, right.
And that
right.
swim caps aren't as popular there.
Oh,
so,
okay. Jeez. And
hey,
how does that make you feel?
I need a swim cap. Hey, have you been to Harlem?
Are you insinuating they don't?
No, I'm just saying
they have
it's
pools
not
in Harlem.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not as popular.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, and we're doing a video now from a different part of his apartment. I like that he's got his stuff in the background. He usually doesn't let us see too much of his collections.
Well,
This is nice. I like his antiques.
Let's do the background. So just kind of introduce what's happening.
He is nude in true form.
Just how he rolls. But so we have obviously been fascinated by the great Robert Paul Champagne for a long time. For a long, long, long time. This man has just fascinated us from the
captivated our hearts. Not
absolutely.
He struck a chord in us years ago.
Well, from the beginning, he was always just known.
I need to be fucked a lot, man.
Just like that. That's all we knew about this guy. He was just a guy who was hardcore and he just wanted to fuck a lot and you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna come now.
Well, that's later. We found out
I
that's
know
not.
that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
But that's who he was to us. Okay, he was just always this guy, and we didn't know who he was.
From
Okay,
wild to wild to kink.
we just knew that there was this amazing dude out there who loved to be fucked by strangers.
Come check it out.
And we had no idea who he was. And of course, over the years, last year is actually when we discovered this man had a name. He had a public profile, and we connected with him, and it was just this amazing thing. I mean, he's obviously the type of person that it can be fascinating to explore.
Free rent, you get a lease and a key. Fuck me.
And we just kind of went down the hole of getting to know him. Josh flew out there. Then later on, Dr. Drew Pinsky fucking went to New York and sat in his apartment and spoke to him very kindly, might I add. If you haven't seen it, it's on our YouTube channel. It's Dr. Drew visits RPC. I don't know if it's titled that way or how it's titled, but it's
I think we called it House Call. So
House
if you look
Call.
up House Call, Dr. Drew visits RPC.
and it's on our YouTube channel.
Right.
And they have this fascinating conversation. And then I did a podcast with Dr. Drew on Dr. Drew After Dark, where a large part of it, we discussed his meeting with Robert and the fact that Paul Brazil shot both of these, shot Josh's and Drew's. And then recently, I guess people reached out to Robert and, said, you need to check these things out. And Robert is very hurt by what I guess he just is over it. He's upset with me, with a little bit with Josh, with Drew quite a bit. Here's some of the stuff he's been doing. He's been on a posting frenzy. He has been posting, around the clock. Yesterday he might have posted 200 times.
Are you serious?
On Instagram.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I didn't know it was the extent of his upset.
And
I really didn't know that.
That's just the feed. And then he's doing lives and he is
so
really.
he's yeah.
Yeah,
it's spiraling.
Good afternoon and welcome to Lucifer's Lay. I'm your host, Robert Paul Champagne, Hard Rock Bob, ready to do anything you want to do at 2395 Wagner House, apartment 124th of First Avenue, East Harlem.
Yeah, I knew that.
Someone's saying I'm bad-mouthing Segura and Potter and Dr. Drew. Well, I'm really not.
I wish you were in the crosshairs.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm exempt from this, and I think it's because woman to woman, you know what I mean? We're ladies, so we like to. Women don't fight that way.
I got
No,
you.
I'm serious. Like
He's going.
we're allies. Women and gay men are allies. So
okay.
I don't think he sees me as one of you
They
guys.
bad-mouthed me when I was opened my home to somebody, and I said to Dr. Josh, quote, "It's not in the best of shape because I really don't plan to stay here for all my life." I wish he opened up his ears and listened to people, but he didn't. I gotta open up his ears and listen. Okay.
So that's for Potter. Potter didn't open his dumb fucking ears. It's probably his shoulder hair growing into his ears.
Probably.
Maybe we could just kind of hardcore throw Josh under the bus.
Wait, why does he not think that Josh? You know what I mean?
Well, because I think Josh has also been on Drew, and they've had discussions about it as well. And I think Robert probably listened to that, and they, discussed maybe the state of his apartment. And what Robert's saying here is that he made it clear to Josh,
right,
that obviously this is just temporary arrangement.
Well, and these are antiques that he inherited from his mother, and I as someone that when my mother passed, you do inherit that person's belongings, and it can tend to fill up your own space until you kind of emotionally are ready to whittle those things out.
Yeah.
So I sympathize for him. It's tough to get rid of stuff from somebody you really loved too.
Yeah.
So
by the way, your mom's house did not make me a star, as you claim. I was popular on Coney Island. I was popular on Broadway in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I was very popular. Disco Studio for 54, and I knew Cher, I knew Liza Minnelli, and RuPaul, and all these celebrities were around. So I was very popular.
Yep.
Which is true. I mean, you know that.
Dr. Drew was analyzing me. I was analyzing him.
Oh.
And no, Dr. Drew, I'm not lonely. I'm not desperate. I'm not unhappy. I'm not looking for something that's not out there. So don't go say Tom's such a great guy. And he gave this and the computer he gave and the thing. I took the phone that they gave. I traded in for a brand new phone. I took the computer, got rid of that when I went from Cyrus Radio from Howard Stern. Personally,
From Cyrus.
I got rid of the T-shirt. I got all the bad anger. I got the aura came out because he said, Howard Stern's like, the aura, get rid of the aura.
Now wait a minute. That's not fair because we gave him a brand new iPhone, did we not? Brand spanking new.
Yeah, we did.
And the computer too. Tommy, what
Didn't we
gave
get him a new computer?
A brand new.
Yeah, we got him. I think we got him a Dell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we knew that's what he liked to work on.
Right, something that was easy to work on that he could figure out and stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because he was also he didn't know how to use the app on the phone.
Right, I think he went through the browser and did it.
That's
that
why the
way.
picture was so bad before. Then he gets
But
in
that isn't fair to say that he had to return the phone for a new one when we gave him a new phone.
and a new computer.
Yes. Yes.
Then there's then he roasts us. This really hurt.
To answer your question, people, don't think that they're so great and they love you. They like to poke fun. It was said to me, I thought they were great. Somebody emailed me, Tom and them like to make jokes at people.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be seen with Tom. He does need to lose some weight.
Oh,
He
boy.
needs a hair job.
Hair job.
What? That cuts. Now that cuts deep.
That cuts real deep. And I could just get a do-rag. I don't have to get a fucking hair job.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. What's RPC's hair sitch? I don't recall.
He's beautiful hair.
He's got good hair.
Let's just say it. He has beautiful hair.
Josh is okay if he cleaned us up and looked like a human being. Maybe he would get somebody, get all that crap off him, and maybe got better glasses and,
But those glasses.
Dr. Drew has a small head, big body, it's too much, and he does not look good. I don't think Dr. Drew is sexy. I'm very sorry. I really don't. And
Wow. First of all, I believe Josh's glasses are for medical purposes.
No,
So,
that is a fully.
No, they are.
That is a fashion choice.
and I think they look great. And I think Josh looks great. And I think Dr. Drew is very handsome. And I don't think his head is smaller than his body at all. I think Dr. Drew is very handsome.
I think Dr. Drew looks like he's got a peanut on his shoulders.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm with you.
No.
I'm with you, Robert. And I think Josh doesn't look like a human being. And I've already talked to a hair transplant doctor, and I'm on a diet.
But if you don't think Tom is great, and Josh is great, and Dr. Drew is great, Pazinski, you could have them. I moved on. I love everybody out there. You want to talk, you don't. But hey, I moved on. So I'm going to be back a little later on, make some coffee, and we'll chit-chat. And I love you all. And don't be fooled by a wolf in sheep clothing. That's your mom's house.
Oh, it is a do-rag. Just confirmed it's a do-rag.
Yeah.
He turned his head and I saw the part. Yeah.
So
he's very upset with us.
It was not a swim cap.
Jeez.
Now, look, I think we should at least make the effort. Let me just try to give him a call.
All right.
Okay.
Are you sure? He seems pretty heated.
I know.
I'm afraid to talk to him. I do not like confrontation like this.
Let's see if he even answers.
Why do you think is it because people are emailing him?
People must be saying
someone's saying something to him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
because this stuff's been we've been talking about him for years.
Is wrong, incorrect. Yeah, I know. It's like, what is?
Why now? My question is, why now? Why is he fired up now? Somebody's been getting into him, messing with his mind.
Yeah, I know, and it's like all I want to do is let him know that
We have nothing but love.
Yeah, of course. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan.
Hello?
Robert.
Yep.
Look, man, I know you're upset. I just wanted to let you know that it really hurts me that you're upset with me. It's Tom.
Not that talk right now. I just got up, please.
You got what?
What? I just got up.
You just got up? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I mean, look, man, I just saw that you were really upset, and I just wanted to let you know that, I never meant to hurt your feelings or anything. I'm really sorry that you're upset. I think you're wonderful. Obviously, a very handsome man.
I told people to interview Don't Mind the House. I really don't care much about it. I want to get the hell out of it because it's not my place. I'm not too happy with this one. Let a lot go.
Would you accept if do you want me to send somebody like a professional mover cleaner to the house?
I did my own cleaning already. I started already. I did a few things already.
Okay. I mean, if you want, I would be happy to pay for somebody if you want to assist you in cleaning up. And I realize I did. No,
I cleaned a few things up already, and then that's enough to do.
Okay.
Slowly, and I'm cleaning up for so I throw a lot of crap out.
Okay. Well, look, man, it upset me to hear you so upset, and I'm sorry that if we do make a lot of jokes, and it's always been what we've done, but we've always been.
I don't find Dr. Drew funny.
Yeah.
If he wants to analyze somebody, go get a patient. I don't need a psychiatrist.
Right, and he's not qualified. I was thinking about hurting him. I was going to punch him the other day, so maybe I'll do that soon.
Well, right now I gotta do things. I got some YouTube to do, and I gotta get some new ones. I gotta get too many old ones. I gotta get rid of them.
Yeah. Well, look, man, I really didn't. I never wanted to upset you, and I know I see that you're hurt by I think the way that maybe your apartment was spoke of, and I'm sorry that's what the conversation was. I totally respect that that's your space and that you're not going to be there long, and I just wanted to say that I'm a huge fan. I'm sorry that it came across that way.
Okay, I gotta do things. Okay.
All right, Robert. Well, we love you, and you're right. I'm on a diet. You're right. So
but Robert, I sense you're still upset. Hi, it's Christina, and how did this upset start? What prompted this?
Well, when I heard Josh lie a lot, because I tried to be polite, I said, "Don't mind the place. I'm not caring for it no more." Then we got to when I had what's this person? Oh God, I don't know if there's so much idiots ahead of my life. I'm trying to recall now. Then we had Mr. Paul Brazil, which I try to be polite. I couldn't take it. Now there's no. So somebody died upstairs. I didn't know they died. I was getting flies. Since the person died, they make jokes about that man.
Yep.
And I had a leak coming from the bathroom. I said, "Don't go in the bathroom," because the man was dead there from AIDS over a couple of months. Who knew?
Yep.
Wait.
Somebody had died of AIDS in their bathroom, and there was a leak, and that's why the place had flies, and then people mistakenly thought it was because of the state of Robert's apartment, when really it was the neighbor's apartment. Is that right?
Yeah.
Then I had it all. Okay. That took care of it. That time Dr. Drew came, he sees flies in the kitchen. There were no flies in the kitchen. Yeah. And my cakes are covered because I can't eat that many cakes. I'm going to die now. I keep so much food because I'm trying to get slim for summertime coming because I have to perform a Coney Island, so I've got to make sure I don't eat a lot.
Right. Well, first of all, I'm going to say in the video I saw of you, you look great. You're not wearing anything, and you're definitely on your way. You look great. Also, Drew might need a new pair of Josh's glasses because if you're saying he was seeing things that weren't there, don't forget he's older and he's kind of, like his eyes might be fucked up too.
Well, Dr. Drew had too much if he thinks he's so sexy, he's really not. He didn't turn me on. I'm not turned on by anybody because to me, I've seen people that, how am I going to put it in a nice way? I'm not celebrity crazy. I'm not star crazy. I dealt with them. The people like me, they're in the same business.
Yep. Yeah, no, I know, man. Look, I sense that you're upset. I just wanted to let you know that it's always come from a place of us loving you. And I know that there's these little things that you saw or heard that weren't clear, but I want to make it right. We really do. I'd love to make it right with you. Like, just let me know how we can make it right.
Like I said, I don't spend a day here. on top of it now, the management of the whole building, now they complain to the building here, every floor, they're not mopping the floors anymore, they're getting very lazy, so I don't want to stay here to do anything, so they get lazy.
Can we help relocate you?
I want to get another apartment out of here quick as I can before it gets summer.
Right. So can we help you?
I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Well, I mean,
Wait, why?
Why?
Because of your you have a lot of stuff.
And I have a lot of stuff, and the rent's low. And it's a long story, okay?
Okay. Well, we love to help in any way we can.
Yeah, I really would.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm just putting my life together right now.
Well, let us try to help you, man.
I am trying to. I already advertised for agents, and I don't know if they're going to call for agents. It's going to be a miracle. And I said what I want the agent to do. So we'll see what's going to happen if the agent ever shows up. Who knows?
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you would be open to it, we'd be more than happy to send somebody to assess your situation.
He needs help with his belongings,
That's what I'm saying.
decluttering.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he needs like a mover.
I can.
Yeah.
We could find somebody that specializes exactly in what you're talking about. Like if you would allow that to happen, we'd be more than happy to take care of that for you.
I have to wait and see what happens right now, because right now I'm in the middle of crazy stuff right now.
Okay. And by the way, are you getting a talk show?
I am trying to get a talk show.
On TV?
I'm trying to get one on cable, not cable, yeah, but cable.
On cable. Okay.
What's the talk show?
It's
I'm trying to get one.
Oh, okay.
You've been talking to somebody in Coney Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about this, Ben? We'll reach back out in a few weeks. I, again, apologize for anything that was offensive to you. We remain big fans. I'm going to see a hair transplant doctor later today, and I will talk to you soon, and hopefully, we can patch things up. But I just wanted to let you know that we love you. We're big fans. I hope you forgive us, and maybe you can let us know if you want any help with relocating, anything like that.
Right now, I'm just going to try to get some coffee, and I got to get back to my YouTube. I got to change some new stuff, but I got boring material, and it's getting boring.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll talk to you soon, Robert.
Bye, Robert.
All right. Bye.
I'm glad we reached out, but I still sense that we're not totally good with him. And
no, I know, but sometimes when someone's upset with you, you let them know, and then you kind of go like, all right.
Let him marinate on it and do a couple more YouTubes. He said he just woke up. It's around 1:40 p.m. East Coast time, so he must be up very late doing his stuff, and he slept in, and wow.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, we'll see.
This is very exciting.
Yeah.
So if you saw when I was in the UK, these two blokes, mates of mine.
Oh, my God.
Geeky Blinders are their name. They hand-painted Take It Down Psycho shoes.
I love it. They're
with
called
my image.
They're called trainers.
Okay, trainers over there.
In the UK.
Yeah. And these things, people flip for them. Anyway, these guys made a limited production of that shoe, and it is now in the store.
It's so cool.
If you go to merchmethod.com/Tom Segura, there's images of it right now on your screen. Can you page through to the right there where that arrow is? Yeah, you can see like these guys hand painted these.
Amazing.
They're pretty cool, man. It says Psycho on them. They're covered in like red paint that also kind of looks like blood. And of course it says Take It Down. It has my face, like I said. It's amazing. They gave me a pair, and now they're offering a limited run in my store. Yeah, they're not cheap. So just so you know, when you hand paint shoes, they're not cheap. So I know someone's going to be like, what? I thought they would be $8. No, they're not. So if you want them, they're in the store. They're not going to make any more. They're pretty cool if you like collecting sneakers, trainers, and whatnot. So Geeky Blinders, thanks so much. Hope you guys like them in the store now. Another thing.
What a great lane you found, by the way, as the serial killer comedian.
Yeah.
What a special thing. Do you really like that now that people are identifying you as a psychopathic comic?
No, not really.
No?
I mean, I think, the way in my mind is because I watch all those shows and everything, but I'm not, an actual serial killer.
Not yet. Eyes are on you, though. Eyes are on you. Can I tell you something I heard, by the way, on my travels? Thank you to everybody who came to my shows in Austin. I was so amazed. I met so many fans because I'm kind of a personality champ. But I bought at the airport in Austin a special pen that requires ink cartridges, so I can keep this pen for a long time.
Yeah.
And the sales lady, when she gave it to me, she goes, "Oh, don't forget, you have to order new cartilages every time you need more ink. An ink cartilage."
Yeah.
You like that?
Cool. Yeah.
I've never heard an ink cartilage before.
Cartilage.
That's a new one. So I wrote it down.
Order an ink cartilage when you need it. And if you tear the cartilage in your ink, then you got to get it repaired.
Yeah.
Speaking of serial killers.
I want you to take.
Oh, man.
When you're feathering it, brother, you gotta get a good grip on it. See, you gotta feather that shit.
I've been thinking about him all weekend, too.
Everybody has. My friends have been messaging me about Charles, but I have had nothing but Fed Smoker on my mind.
Feathering it, brother.
I turned off You on Netflix to watch Fed Smoker videos.
Which, by the way, You second season is unbelievable. Sarah Gamble came in and did our show a while back. If you want to see that interview.
God damn it.
It is so good.
It is really hard too. If you watch season 1, you go, this is a great show. I mean, it really is a great, entertaining show. Season 2 just leaps and bounds. More entertaining, more captivating. I just salute her and that whole production, the whole cast so much. It's really a fantastic show. So did you know that at one point, not now, Fed Smoker was a homeowner?
No.
Yeah.
I would never have guessed.
Yes.
No. How long ago?
Well,
Once again, if you're not a scurvy ass bitch with a dirty twat, you have a good opportunity of coming here to live and clean this house.
If you're not a scurvy ass bitch
with a dirty twat, he's giving you the opportunity to live in his house if you clean it.
He's like a pirate.
All your inquiries and information on this site. If you're not scurvy and your twat smells like roses, give me a holla.
He's got a nice bike.
That is a nice bike. It's got a water canteen. How many offers do you think he got for a roommate?
I think the whole thing is his approach isn't right for getting the cool maid to move in. Because I think most people who are like, would be like,
yeah,
I'm kind of scurvy and my twat does smell a little bit.
Scurvy?
Yeah.
I don't even want to fuck you. I find my own bitches. I need a house cleaner.
Wow. So you can see the degeneration, this is the beginnings of his decline. And then by the time he's lighting his hair on fire.
He was just offering.
You have a good opportunity.
It's a good opportunity.
What's with the clench? What do you think the clenching is? It's just,
he's just fired up.
Keyed up.
Yeah, he's just fired up, man.
I don't even want to fuck you.
Could you imagine this guy being your roommate?
Whoa. Imagine going to college and they're like, here's who you're paired up with. This is your roomie.
I've had some sketchy roommates.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, you live in San Francisco.
Oh, crazy.
That's headquarters for sketchy roommates. Yeah.
I had a guy roommate one time. I lived with 3 of my friends and this guy we rented our smallest room out to. He broke his glass window and his bed was right next to the window, and it's San Francisco, so it rains constantly. Didn't fix the window for months and just let it rain onto his bed. And then he would bring his plates of food into his room, like macaroni
Where
and
did you meet
cheese.
this fucking maniac?
I think I forget, maybe like an ad on the campus. You know, back in the day, there was no internet. You just put like a posting.
He was a student?
I think so.
You think so?
I can't remember.
How do you not remember that?
This is 20 years ago, babe.
So? You don't know if he was a student?
Let me ask Shauna because she'll remember this lunatic. And this guy would keep the plates of food in his room just for months and not bring him out. He took one time a carton of milk and just left it in his room until it had become curdled. Really wild. And he would just never come out.
I had my drug dealer as my roommate once.
What?
When I was in college.
You never live with drug dealers. That's a bad one.
Yeah. And then when I went to abroad, my roommates had his like the drug dealer's roommate move into my room.
Oh boy.
He got shot the next semester.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On accident.
Mm-hmm.
He shot himself in the leg. In the leg.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, roommates are always bad news. I mean, unless they're good friends. And in that case, if they are good friends,
yeah,
you won't be friends with them after you're roommates with
right,
them.
That's the
It
thing.
destroys your friendships. It's really hard to find somebody good.
I was a roommate with my cousin, Bri.
That one kind of worked out.
No, but it was deteriorating.
Yeah.
It starts to wear on you.
It can screw up any good relationship.
Scurvy ass bitch with a dirty twat.
Yikes.
Yep.
The key
it's my
is
fucking flyer looking for a roommate.
The ideal roommate is where you're cordial, you keep the common areas clean, and you don't have to really talk to them.
Yeah.
Where you feel like you can just go in your room and shut the door and not make
have to
chit-chat.
socialize. Yeah, and also it helps if
Twat smells like roses.
it has like a nice smelling twat, you know?
Yeah. I wonder why he's not interested in a guy. Even though he specifies, he's like, I get my own dates, so I don't need you to be my date. But I think he does because he's not asking for guys.
That's right. Yeah.
What about a man that can clean?
No, he wants. Well, I don't think he thinks that a man can clean.
Yeah, that is a lady's job.
Yeah.
Scurvy
ass
Your
bitch.
Stinky pussies. Everyone's obsessed with stinky pussies in these videos.
Yeah. So, let's have a fucking drink real quick.
Let's get ripped, bro.
This Screwball, it's good stuff.
I haven't had whiskey in so long.
Peanut butter whiskey.
What? I'm excited. Dang. Who's the third cup for?
Potter. He wanted
Yahweh.
to try it.
Oh.
Yahweh. Yeshua. Let's see.
Ready,
here.
Freddie? It's peanut butter?
Peanut butter whiskey.
We have ice cubes in here.
Mm-hmm.
What? Where do we get this? This is cool.
I don't know. Cheers.
Cheers, mommy.
Thank you,
Down the
Screwball.
hatch.
Am I
Thank you.
saying it right? Yes, Screwball. Peanut butter whiskey. Here we go.
Oh my God. It tastes like a candy bar. It doesn't even have like a whiskey taste.
What the fuck?
That is so good. It legit tastes like a candy bar in a cup. This is dangerous. I'm going to drink a lot
Guess
of
who's getting ripped in half today?
It's so good.
Holy cow.
Wow.
How do they make this?
I don't know.
What?
What's in this?
It's just good for you. That's the thing about peanut butter whiskey is that you drink it, you stay strong, and it's delicious.
It's so good. Whiskey's usually not very tasty. This is the first tasty whiskey I've ever had.
It smells like peanut butter.
Yeah.
Smell it.
No, it's so good. It's like a candy bar.
Unreal.
Oh my God.
Who do we have this week? Robert Hines?
Yeah, Robert Hines coming up.
Robert Hines coming up. This blew my mind. Robert Hines, I only knew as we'll get into it here as the Toby Jones character from his famous viral videos. But the dude was hilarious, fascinating, had amazing stories about being a prison guard, a jail guard.
And you know us, if there's one thing we love.
It's jail stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. To take us out here, I have a song, an original song. I have it right here. It's by Tony Welter. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I forgot. We should do our dates first.
I can't get over this whiskey. I do not like whiskey.
I know. It's amazing.
And this is so good.
is amazing.
It's called Screwball.
I know.
Christina's big tits are back on tour. Go see a show, man.
Thanks, Charo. Well, let's get into it. January 30th through February 1st, I'm in Houston, Texas at the Houston Improv. February 14th through 15th, Tampon, Florida at the Tampon. Am I getting my drops?
Oh, sorry.
Bert is fat and racist.
February 28th through 29th, Manfredisco, California at Cobb's Comedy Club. March 7th, Pasadena at the Ice House. March 13th and 14th, Doral, Florida at the Miami Improv.
Oh, I'm about to throw up.
March 26th through 28th, Fallis, Texas at the Addison Improv.
S-A-R-T.
April 3rd and 4th, Judork Titties at Caroline's.
Your dickhead becomes so sensitive.
Ugh, I hate how he says sensitive. April 24th and 25th, Des Moines, Iowa at the Des Moines Funny Bone.
I turn into a telescope.
And then June 12th and 13th, Fartnix, Arizona at Stand Up Live.
I know I want to have a monologue. I'm not sure I want to have the dialogue.
And then I've just added San Antonio, Texas, July 9th through 11th at the LOL Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. Tickets at Christina P. online.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, also, don't forget, if you are not yet doing it, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel, Tom Segura, on YouTube, posting original content. I'm also doing the shows in Spanish. So here I start doing shows in Spanish very soon. February 5th, I start in Ontario, California. The next week, February 13th, I'm in Levity Live in Oxnard. The next time I do it is the following week, February 20th in Tempe, Arizona. Then I am in Las Vegas, March 6th and 7th at the Mirage, the Terry Fator Theater. That is at the Mirage in Las Vegas. Dayton Funny Bone has a few tickets left in March, I believe. Or maybe not. No, it's all sold out now. April 9th and 10th. There's still some tickets left in Brea. The rest of the shows there are gone. I just added Harrah's in Valley Center, California. Harrah's Resort. That is near San Diego. That'll be April 18th. And from then, I go back to Spanish shows, the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, all in Texas, Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. I go back to the Mirage in May. And then I'm in West Palm Beach in June and Miami, also doing a Spanish show. But the West Palm Beach shows are English speaking. I am really enjoying doing the Spanish stuff. I'm doing the podcast, a podcast in Spanish called Tom Segura en Español, and doing these shows. It's a lot of fun. I did one last week with Jesus Trejo, Francisco Ramos, Fabricio Copano here in Burbank. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing it. So, and of course, a big reminder to the great Annie here in the production studio.
Annie, you really need to take a shit. I know you're black and you guys do your own thing, but you still have to shit.
Just a reminder.
I'm already ripped from this stuff, man.
It's really great. And I
took so many
understand,
sips.
people should drink. You should
So
do
wasted.
it all day. This is fucking like candy.
I know. It's so good.
So Fart Simpson made an RPC song, so we'll go out on that.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it and enjoy Robert Hines. Okay.
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 All right.
Let's see if I can get it to play. 1 second.
Hi, welcome to Lucifer's Lair. Your host, Robert Paul Champagne here. You all know my jizz by now, but I guess the new ones want to call and come over and fuck the shit at me. 917-353-2913. I bought something out they wanted to be bought out, but didn't bought it out. Very bossy. It's falling apart. The city don't want to fix it. They're lazy and I want to... Oh, calm down. I didn't care for the new game today. They're too mushy, too lovey-dovey. Yeah, ready for the hardcore dicks. That red flag. That red flag. Stroking my dick, man. Fucking naked, man. Yeah. If they call a phone, okay. We smoke cigars, okay. My mother, when I was a teen, used to sit and read porn books to me, and we had fun.
Way to go, RPC. We're proud of you, man. That was awesome. Please put up more videos like that.
I mean, look, I have to tell you, though, his videos have gotten better.
Oh, baby. Get off.
The horniness is at a fever pitch. And he can't take it anymore. He's resorted to just ejaculating in front of people because he can't take his horniness anymore.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Pleaded, he's begged, he's put it out there, and now he's just going to masturbate in front of you.
Yep. All right. Listen up. Reach between your legs right now. Do you feel like there's a forest down there? Like you wish you had a machete so that hopefully a nice person, a nice lady or guy, or a lady and a guy can do what they do without any interruptions? Well, it's time to go to Manscaped because you got to trim away all that stuff. Valentine's Day is around the corner. You don't want to be the guy with the bush or the nerd who cut his balls while trying to get ready to get it on. So whether you have a Valentine or not, you need to be prepared to look good down there, all right? I remember, I've done things like, I've taken shears, like actual garden shears, and tried to trim around the hair on my balls and my taint because I was hopefully wishing that this nice lady, this is way before you.
Oh my God, Tom.
Would kind of experiment down there. But anyway, I cut myself, and there was a pretty large pool of blood.
Okay.
Now, millions of balls are about to be nick-free thanks to Manscaped's advanced skin-safe technology. And don't use the same trimmer you use on your balls on your face, right? Get yourself the best gift of all this Valentine's Day, the Manscaped Lawnmower 2.0. It's a gift for both you and her, or him, or them. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code MOM at manscaped.com. Always use the right tools for the job. Your balls will thank you. 20% off and free shipping with the code MOM at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code MOM. Stay sexy this Valentine's Day and Manscaped.
What are the two most important things in the world to save? Time and money, right? Everybody wants to save time and money. So why are you wasting your time going to the post office when you can use Stamps.com instead? Stamps.com brings all the services of the U.S. Postal Service right to your computer. Whether you're a small office sending invoices, an online seller shipping out products, or even a warehouse sending thousands of packages a day, Stamps.com can handle it all with ease. Simply use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send. Once your mail is ready, you just hand it to your mail carrier or drop it in a mailbox. It's just that simple. With Stamps.com, you get 5 cents off every first class stamp and up to 40% off priority mail. Come on! Not to mention, it's a fraction of the cost of those expensive postage meters. Stamps.com is really a no-brainer, saving you time and money. There's no risk. And with my promo code MOM, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in MOM. That's Stamps.com. Promo code MOM. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again.
That's what I'm talking about. We're back. We have a great guest with us today. Thank you very much for joining us, Robert Hines.
Hey.
It's been a while. We've been building up to get you in here. Thank you very much for coming.
Man, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. For people who don't know, because I remember, I just want to get it out of the way. I remember seeing a video that you made that went extremely viral a number of years ago. And I think there's different types of comedy videos. One of the ones that's the most fun is when you don't know, is this real or is it a bit? And as outrageous as it might seem to people, because it is an outrageous video, I watched this and I was like, this is a real place. It was Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. And because there is it has a very like small town commercial feel. There is some production value to it, but not over the top where you're like it's sexy and so it looks like commercials you see like when you do the road and you're in a, you know what I mean, like you're in a small town. You're like, that's why when you watched it, you're like, what the fuck? This guy has a barbecue and foot massage place. So like this thing it has over 15 million views on the original and millions more on all the copies that were posted. What went into this?
Well, okay. Well, first of all, that's the second of the first 3 videos.
So you made 3.
There's 3 of them. The first one was called, and this was the first one to go viral. It was crazy. It was called Jones Big Ass Truck Rental and Storage Facility.
Okay.
The second one was this one, Jones Good Ass Barbecue and Foot Massage. And the third one was called Jones Cheap Ass Prepaid Legal and Daycare Academy.
Oh my life.
So what happened was there's a group of young guys who were like they were sketch comedians.
Uh-huh.
They were called Big Dog Eat Child.
Okay.
And the 2 brothers from that group were called Romero and Pedro Castro.
Uh-huh.
So I was doing stand up all around the city, Chicago, and everywhere. I would work in a phone booth if you call me. Like,
right.
I don't care where I work. And so they saw me in this coffee house, and they was like, "Look, we got this character that we cannot seem to make work, and we would like for you to play the character." And it was this Toby Jones cat. Now here's the thing: Chicago's got a lot of broke ass entrepreneurs, right? A lot of cats who ain't got all they have is their ability to try to get you to do shit.
Right.
This is called the game,
right?
So cats got game and nothing else.
Right.
So they was like, well, this is like that.
I like that this is a Chicago problem.
Man, it truly is. I mean, like, if you go in Chicago right now, there's part of Chicago that's wonderful, like architecture and shit, and there's another part where nobody give a fuck about nobody there, and you just out there like Thunderdome.
Yeah.
And so this particular commercial is based on some commercials from a store that's now defunct called Moo and Oink.
Okay.
And it would be this dude with a big ass plastic bag of chicken wings and shit, looking like he was the happiest motherfucker in the world to stuff chicken wings in a bag. Right? We got baby spare ribs. He's just happy. So there's like,
and that was genuine. That was real.
That was a real commercial.
Right.
He's like, we need to make a commercial based on that.
Can we find that? Can you Google that? Do you think it exists somewhere?
It's still around I guarantee.
What's it called? What was it called?
Moo and Oink.
Moo and Oink. MOO and Oink.
Because what's amazing about your portrayal of that character? Oh shoot, there it is.
Is that Moo and Oink right there?
That's Moo and Oink. Yep.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Beef, hot links, and more to give. Cube steaks, hot dogs, real tips.
All right.
Holy
and he's so
shit.
stoked to be like packing bags full of chicken.
And it was always cold, and like the store didn't have. There was no difference between what the meat locker was like and what the store
was like. Yeah, the store was a meat locker.
Absolutely. So you could tell when somebody had a summer job working there. Not only did they smell like smoked meat, but they had on real heavy coats in the summertime. You going to work at Moo and Oink.
But what's so fabulous about your portrayal of that character is that you give it just enough oomph to be real, but not so much that you can tell that you're a comedian trying to sell it. Because that's
it's
really the
on
key.
the line.
Yeah.
It's like it's very like it seems like you're an enthusiastic barbecue foot massage expert. and like I totally completely I bought it then. I mean I've played that. I remember sending that to people. And then them being like, "Where is this place?" And but here's the thing. So, because we all, especially like you did this, how long ago? Years ago.
10 years.
10 years ago. So we all like. I remember doing this Anti-Diarrhea parody commercial. Like 15 plus years ago, and like people, like you're saying, can't come up to you with their game, and then there's no exchange. And I shot a couple of things like this that got a fucking 1,000 views. So when you're making it, you're like, this is fun. We're having fun doing this, right? It's obviously a funny idea, but there's no way you expect it to go crazy, right?
Not especially.
Was it immediate?
The first one.
Was it immediate?
The second one was pretty quick because the first one had already paved the way.
It did.
And people didn't know that there was no such thing as big ass storage facility.
Right.
And so
they were buying that it was real.
And the other thing that took it over the top was that it was a phone number. that people would
Right.
call.
Did they set up?
They set up one of those. Remember back then you had those burner phones.
Yeah,
and they had a burner phone.
They did.
And it was pressure on my marriage because the phone wouldn't stop goddamn ringing. And my wife was like, all right, stop it with this silly shit. Hang up the phone. My wife's a hoochie. You know, a hoochie is, she wears tight shit. She's very aggressive. I dig this. You know, I can't be in a relationship with a regular person.
Right.
I'm a comic. I'm mentally fucked up.
Right.
I need somebody to say, hey, stop bullshitting and do the shit I'm telling you to do because I'm out there bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my wife was like, all right, we didn't have enough fun with your little phone shit. You need to get him that goddamn phone
So
back.
you were answering all the calls?
I was answering every call.
And you
I
answered
could answer.
big ass storage.
Yes.
You're kidding.
And then they were like, I'm looking
Toby
for...
Jones Enterprises, how can I help you?
So you're having fun.
Man, and people are calling with all type of strange requests. This one little girl called and asked us if she could store her geometry teacher. I'm like, hey, no questions asked. You bring that bitch, I'm going to put her away.
That is so amazing. What I really loved.
That's like true comedy, man.
It's true comedy.
You know,
commitment.
And also there's the only payoff is just the fun of it.
Just hearing
you're
people
not,
laugh.
You're not getting anything out of it, really.
Absolutely.
Like I remember, do you know Brendan Walsh?
I do.
Brendan Walsh will go so far for a bit, and like he's done a few things. He's talked about them publicly, so I feel like we can talk about them. Like when a Circuit City in Silver Lake shut down, he had a sign made for like Whole Foods coming and just hung it up there. People got so excited. People were like, we got a Whole Foods here. And then everyone was like, when is it coming? And then people were like, oh no, this is fake. And they got so upset. Then there was a gay bar in Silver Lake that closed, and he put up Silver Lake Gun Club, which for people that don't know, Silver Lake is a super liberal east side, you know, part of town. And then he set up a website that was the shittiest HTML website with like an eagle just like going like this. And then it was like Silver Lake Gun Club coming soon. And he set up a phone number. So people would call and to protest. I don't want, he's like, well, this is America and we have the right to do it. Like, go fuck yourself. And he would just entertain himself talking to upset people for his own amusement.
When you hear people talk about the people with the toast with the green shit on it, what is it?
Avocado
toast.
Yeah, that's
they
Silver
talking
Lake.
about Silver
That's
Lake.
right.
Yes,
that is a
100%.
good way to describe it. That is a good way to describe
Yes.
it. It is avocado toast 365. That's what's going on in Silver Lake. Yeah,
Now-
hemp bags.
Hemp,
you know,
nonsense. A lot of trucker hats, mesh bag hats.
Yeah,
40-year-old men
ironic ones. Though.
Riding skateboards.
By the way, you gave me this Supreme hat that you said was not counterfeit, and it is leaving a red mark on my forehead. Is this real or not?
I got it straight. You know what? It's because I got it straight off the conveyor belt at the factory. And
He just got back from China.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and so they probably just didn't like spray it off with the sealant.
But this
That's
is
what it
real.
is. Yeah. Of course it's real. Come on,
Okay.
Tom. I wouldn't do you like that.
All right. I'm just making sure. Sorry.
What I was going to say, what I love most is the barbecue sauce getting squirted on the feet.
Oh my god,
That's
that
the best
shit was
part.
disgusting. Okay, so in each one of these videos, there's a moment where they asking me to do some shit that I'm just not gonna do, right? So I had to figure out a way to make it funny without offending anybody.
Right.
Like in the first video, there's a time where I'm standing in front of an old ass Firebird, right? And they're like, get in the car. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not getting, it was T-tops and it been raining in the car. It's all rusty and shit. I'm gonna catch some shit if I sit in. So I just say, well, just roll the camera. And they start rolling the camera and I come up with something to keep me from having to get in the car. Well, at this point, these people had, these guys, these are young cats who really not paying attention to much.
Right.
They had put a bunch of shit in a bottle that required refrigeration. And the shit had been out all night and all day. So when I squirt it, it smells like death warmed over. And then they want me to rub his feet. I'm like, oh, god damn. I'm like, okay, cut. Like I had to stop it before it got too far because I was about to vomit. I'm like, this shit is horrible. Like, why didn't y'all put this shit in the refrigerator?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, it's not that hard.
But that's just guerrilla filmmaking. That's what.
Absolutely, and it was actually shot in a place that's no longer open. It was there's a very popular chicken joint in Chicago called Harold's Chicken. Now, the logo for Harold's is a dude with an axe chasing a chicken. That's the whole. That's the logo for it. And this place was closed, and we couldn't get in to tape the first day. So that was why we were standing out in front of it doing the little dance thing.
Oh, there he is.
Because they had, that shit is amazing. I mean, it ain't
It
good
looks
for you.
so good.
That shit that's on it, that red shit, that's called mild sauce.
That's mild sauce.
Mild sauce in Chicago is like blood.
Yeah.
You
I like
dig?
it.
Everybody wants mild sauce. And according to the type of restaurant it is, the mild sauce could be sweeter or more mustard.
Uh-huh.
But
Dude,
wild
hot
sauce
chicken
is a
sounds
big
good
deal.
today.
I know, it looks really good.
I want hot chicken.
Me too.
Fuck.
I know.
This is why I never lose weight. Someone shows me a picture of something, and I'm like, I should get that.
I need that in me. You know what? I like to talk and eat. I used to weigh 322 pounds.
How'd you drop it?
What?
I was unhealthy and I wanted to keep living. I was making a little bit of money. I was like, shit, I don't want to die while I got something.
Yeah.
You know, I want to die when I've lost it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is what my plan is. I want to make a lot of money and lose it all. Be like, fuck it, I ain't leaving nobody shit. And what I did was, the first thing I did, I just started only eating protein, vegetables, and fruit.
Good for you, man.
And I lost about 60 pounds doing that.
Wow.
And then the last 40 pounds I just recently lost, I just became a vegan.
You did?
I did. It's hard as fuck, especially like I'm like in the vegan reserves. You know, I'm like part-time vegan.
Okay.
If I go back to Chicago and my mother baked a cake, I'm gonna eat fucking cake.
Yeah.
I
Right.
just already know that. So I'm sort of
But
vegan
that means
adjacent.
most of the time, though, you're eating really healthy.
Vegetables and
What do you eat for breakfast?
In the morning time, I eat grits and some sort of fake meat, like that sausage that doesn't have any meat in it.
Right.
No, it's made from like tofu, yeah?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
fruit? You have fruit?
Yeah, all the time.
Fruit?
All the time. I love fruit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I eat tons of grapes, like
Yeah.
a lot, like an unholy amount of grapes.
Now,
Really?
you gotta be careful with that fruit intake, though. Dean Del Rey,
That's right.
he lost a ton of weight and he was just drinking fruit. I'm sure this is public knowledge. Is
I
this
think he's
public
talked about
knowledge?
it. Yeah.
I should hope so. But anyway, he's eating a lot of fruit, lost a lot of weight, and ended up almost becoming diabetic.
No, I think he did.
Or he became diabetic?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you got
He gave himself type 2 diabetes. He was like, I was eating all this fruit, man, drinking juices all day. He got fucking.
When you
so then he had
drink that sugary juice,
That's
though,
the juice.
That's
the
different.
issue.
Because that's a lot of different fruits, and then,
and it's full of
it's a
sugar.
lot.
And it's refined sugar, so
Right.
that's a little harder on you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like for lunch, I eat a lot of. My wife and I have, because my wife really is not a vegan. She just hanging out.
This hoochie?
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
okay.
hoochie is
Yeah.
not a vegan. She just hanging out, and so she'll be like, you know what? You need to eat more salad, and she'll monitor the shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody love you enough to be like, you done had enough sugar today, and I'm like, but I want more. You know what I mean? I'm not, because I do dig sugar.
Yep.
And she's like, nah, you done had enough sugar for the day, and I'm like, okay, I'll
That's good, man.
So
If
what are you trying to keep me alive? I need to listen.
Yeah.
You eat salads for lunch.
A lot of salad, and then I like soup. quite a
Soup's
bit,
great,
right?
yeah.
But I like
You
also
were 320?
322 pounds. When you see me
Yeah,
as
big,
Toby
you're big,
Jones,
you're a big guy in that.
315, 16 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, man, it was great. Thank you. Thank
Massive.
that's huge.
That's
you.
So
Yeah, so
you're-
I'm like, I don't judge space correctly anymore. I'm like, shit, I need
Right.
a little more space than that. Now, really.
Isn't it weird though? Because I've lost weight where you realize that like people stop saying big man. What's up, big fella? And you're always like, I'm a big guy. And then when they stop, you're like, hey, how come no one's calling me
Yeah, what's
big
up
man?
with the big dude
right?
thing, right?
And then you know, like as soon as you gain weight, you start hearing like, hey, the big guys. You're like, oh fuck.
I'm right back where I started.
Fucking 25 pounds. Everyone's like, oh, big boys here. People start going like as soon as you're real big, people go, he wants to eat. Like some people will be eating and they'll go, we know you want some. And you're like, what? And they're like, you definitely want some. You're like, why? And they're like, because you're fat. And you're like, oh, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I've shown my work.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like here's the thing, like I would go to buffets and I would go to a buffet by myself. And I'd be sitting there and I'm looking at the other fat people like, why y'all bullshitting?
Yeah.
Like I hate to see a fat person with salad on his plate.
I
Like,
know.
You didn't get that size meat and salad.
Right.
You're looking at the chicken wings all
Yeah,
sweating
just
and
do it.
breathing.
Yeah, just do it.
I'm going to the buffet, I'm kicking the door open like I'm the police. Like,
Yeah. What's your favorite buffet?
What's your favorite? Yeah.
Oh man, I was really into that old country
town buffet.
Yeah,
it's got everything.
Yeah, it's got gravy. It's got all the major shit that
I like that one. I like a Sizzler buffet too.
Sizzlers are
yeah,
awesome.
Malibu chicken.
Do you have a favorite
one.
food that you don't eat anymore since you've gone so healthy?
Yeah. I really love pizza.
Oh fuck, me too. Doesn't everybody?
I love that shit.
Are you a deep dish guy?
Man, listen, Chicago has
That's what
the
you're famous
best.
for, yeah.
I like Uno's.
Yeah.
Uno's had like a crust that felt sort of like cornbread.
Not
So
numero uno, just Uno.
Just Uno's. And then there's another joint called Douay. It's around the way. That's
you talking about food is like a sober guy talking about when he used to do hair. Like, you're describing it where I want to try it. I'd like to try it, drugs.
We should go to Chicago and
Yeah.
just hang out in that joint. It's so great. Now I would go there now and be looking like, give me a salad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really disappointed.
Right.
But the salads are great there
damn
too.
it.
It's just
Like,
that it
but
ain't
don't-
nothing like that hot cheese.
But don't you like if someone said to you, "I'll take 10 years off your life, but you'll be skinny and you can eat whatever you want." Like I would easily trade 10 years of my life to be able to eat everything I wanted all day.
But you don't know how long your years are, right?
You can choose which 10.
No.
Which 10? Wait a minute. If it's the end.
You can kick off at like, oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, let me think.
Because here's what I'm saying. If someone was like, you are going to live to be 90, I'd be like, fuck that. I don't want to be 90. So I would ask, like, sure, I'd make the deal to be 80. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're like, you're probably going to die at 62, I'd be like, maybe I should fucking write out my limited time, you know?
But you have the perfect body, and you
Yeah,
can
that's
eat
true.
everything
That is a good
you
trade-off.
want, and
That's
you can
a good
eat cheese
trade-off.
pizza every day.
Because you spend, you know what it is? You spend so much time and energy in the pursuit of a better body.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
And it consumes, I think about how much of my mind I've spent thinking about food and working out and how much I hate myself and my body.
Yeah.
And it's like, it adds up to like years. I've just sat in beds and in cars, just been like, you gotta fucking, your body is shit. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like thinking to myself how much I hate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Imagine if you just liked how you looked
Yeah,
when
if
you
you're like,
woke
oh.
up, and you're like,
and
I
people
don't
are like,
care.
what do you eat? And you're like, oh, I eat like fucking 14 eggs every morning.
Yeah.
Man, that is so profound because when I still ain't happy with myself. I think
I know.
a part of what makes me do stand up is my total insecurity.
Yeah.
Of course.
And at the same time, when I'm on stage, I'm so confident, right? So it's like a perfect bundle of bullshit to be so confident and
Yes.
so insecure that you feel like you got to make strangers happy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's so true. I think all of us have that wiring.
Man, it
Every
ain't-
comic I know. I mean, I had this conversation yesterday with Diaz and Bert about how, you know, like how much insecurity we each feel. And I go, like, you know, it's funny. It's like you always think of it as yourself and you look at the next comic and you're like, but he's not.
This
You
dude
know?
is killing it. I love what he's doing.
And you're like, he's not insecure. And
At
then you
all.
talk to them and
They
they're
all-
like,
they
oh, I'm
all
so
are.
insecure.
yeah, I'm fucked up too.
Well, to be in showbiz, you have to be.
Yeah.
I mean, this is such a horrible business.
Yeah.
Nobody with self-esteem goes into showbiz. You kidding me?
No, and
Yeah.
then especially when you like work in those weirder rooms
Yeah.
where a guy comes in and goes, "Hey, while you at it, why don't you push the drink menu?"
Oh
I'm
no,
like, man,
no.
this ain't
done.
what I do. You
Done.
better have the MC do that shit.
Yeah. No.
But before you were a comic, you worked as a jail guard.
I was a correctional officer. I was okay. So here's the thing. My family, my dad loves the concept. My dad actually is 90.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. He just stopped fighting in the street like 10 years ago, right? He came in the crib, little tear in his eyes, like, man, I believe this fighting shit done passed me by. I was like, you think? And he goes, well, I do have one good ass whooping left in me if you want it. And in his mind, it's nothing better than having a job. You know what I mean? And so at the time when I was in my early 20s, that's when I was 21, I started doing comedy. The first time, on my 21st birthday, I ran down to a comedy club because they wouldn't let me in when I was 17.
Really?
Yeah, and so my dad hears about this comedy shit, and he has no use for it at all. So my uncle tells me, now I'm doing stand-up, and I'm getting a lot of attention. Like I'm doing TV shows and shit, and it's moving really well.
And your dad's like, nah.
Nah, fuck that. You need a job. So my uncle says, well, I can get him a job at the jail. And I go down there and they give me the job. Now it's a big process you gotta go through. I get the job, and the first thing
is this like Cook County?
Cook County, the largest single site detention facility in the United States of America.
A horrifying place.
You would think. And I was afraid when I got there. But as I was there, this was during the time where the crime bill was in full effect. So the amount of people in the jail expanded drastically. And the buildings, they started building more buildings and shit. And when I got there, it was really amazing. It was really funny. The training was scary as hell. It was like, you guys are no longer black. You're no longer white. You're now blue. And we are your family.
Ooh.
And I believe that bullshit.
Yeah.
And I walked into the first living unit like officers walk, and I opened up the door and I looked in, and I knew half the people on the tier.
You did?
I was like, I was wondering where the fuck y'all been. Because, it's no announcement when you go to jail. You just go.
You just go, yeah.
Nobody see you anymore.
That's why you don't throw a party like a bon
it's
voyage.
just done. You right? And so then once I got in there, they were doing some new shit in the building that I worked in. It's called Division 11. A brand new building, looked like a train station.
Yeah.
And they were trying some new shit called direct contact, which is exactly what the fuck. It's just like we sitting here, you sit there with the inmates. There's no monitor area. You just sit
This is a new policy.
Brand new building, brand new situation. And so they would get mad at me like, Officer Hines, you do not need to be in there with them inmates playing cards and dominoes and shit. And I was like, man, this my cousin.
Yeah.
And it did actually happen. Like, I'm sitting there playing dominoes. They was like, why you in there playing dominoes? I'm like, that's my cousin. That's what he like to do. I'm here.
I'm doing direct contact, man.
Man, I'm doing what you asked me to do,
Yeah.
right? And in any of my areas that I worked in, there was never any fights and riots.
What? Really?
Never, because I'm in there fucking with them. Like, we in there talking shit all day. I'm in there signaling, and I could not, you know what was amazing? How generous these guys were.
Really?
Maximum security inmates do not play around. Either they're going to kill you or they're not. And most of the time, they're not. You know what I mean? So you go in there. The other thing that was really amazing is...
Wait, why won't they?
Why won't they?
Why won't they kill you, Maximum? You'd think...
Because you got to be here every day. And if you do something to somebody, they're going to add more time to your time. That's another case you got to fight.
Got you.
Yeah.
So you got to really be angry.
Yeah.
And then when you go in there and they be fighting, if they are actually fighting, when you open the door, they stop. Because they don't really want to fight. And fighting takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
So they tired as hell waiting on you to get in there. Like,
They
would
want
you
you to
come
get
on?
in.
Hurry up.
Yeah.
They want to quit.
No, sorry, I interrupted. You said, and another thing.
Well, not only were they generous to each other, they were fairly generous to me. When I worked in the jail, I was fairly depressed because I didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else.
Yeah.
So I would sleep a lot at work. So I'd be sleeping and somebody would come and knock on the desk because the supervisor come like, hey, get your black ass up. They finna come in. Them people coming in.
And this would be inmates.
Inmates.
Hilarious.
Inmates. And the other thing they would do, they would cook. Okay, so.
I love prison. I love that.
You said Danny Brown, the Detroit-based rapper, great guy, came in here. He told us about making food, cooking in jail. And he's like, I kind of miss some of those things.
Man, some of that shit. Okay, so here's the thing. I wouldn't take anything from anybody, not because I cared about that. I just know they didn't have much.
Yeah.
So I can go outside and get a sandwich, you dig? But I'm not. And there's all types of people. So there's always some slick dude because they feel you nice enough will ask you to bring drugs and they don't ask you directly, could you bring me some bud or bring me some cocaine?
Yeah.
What they ask you for is some salt, right? So you bring them some salt. Then they're going to ask you to bring something else. Some ketchup. You bring some ketchup. And then they ask you, hey, since you brought me the salt and the ketchup, how about you bring me blah, blah?
Yeah.
And you be like, man, fuck that. Like, well, I still got the container from the salt and the ketchup you brought me. So that's how they get you to do shit. But shit, I'm from the hood. I ain't bringing your punk ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can sit here and kick it all day, but I'm not bringing you anything.
Yeah.
And so, like the things that they would. Okay, so if in a cell, there's 2 benches.
Yeah.
And there's a stainless steel table, and they give these guys milk all the time. So the milk works as like the burning part. So you you light up the milk carton and it burns very slowly. You put it under the table, and now the table is the griddle. Yeah, man.
Genius.
And so like you come and you're like, damn, somebody cooking up some shit. So they take the lousy breakfast, the lousy lunch, they add them up, and then they cook the eggs and the dumbass bologna and I mean, it is amazing, and it's toasted and it looks like some shit that you could get in a restaurant.
Wow.
And that's
by the way, you're the only guy that I've ever heard like tell a story about Joe where you're like, people are nice.
Yeah.
Everybody's cool. And can I tell you why I think that happened? I think it's because of you. I don't think that has anything to do with that jail or the inmates. I think they just like you. You're this funny, really charismatic, nice guy. And that happened to that didn't. I guarantee you if I asked the other guards, like, so was it great? They'd be like, fuck that. Those guys suck. Like, they're not going to be like, yeah, they were great. They woke me up when supervised. They did that to you.
Because I'd be in the jail, sitting at the desk, knocked the hell out. And, hey, man, wake up. Them people coming. Oh,
I mean, I talked to two people out here who did time downtown at Twin Towers, LA County. The worst stories I have ever heard in my life.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The conditions are fucked up because at the time it was overcrowded.
Yeah.
So they had people sleeping on the floor and all types of stuff. It's not.
That is so fucking. Can you imagine? Like, you're not only you in jail and they're like, you sleep on the floor, man.
You sleeping on the floor, and then people take shit from each other. If you let them, I just wouldn't allow it. Like, if I'm sitting here with you, I'm not about to let you take somebody's food.
Yeah.
What I will do is get more food up here. Now that makes you an unpopular officer with the administration. Like if you got 44 inmates and you ask for 48, 50 lunches, they getting like, why you need all these extra lunches or whatever? I'm like, this shit costs you nothing. Send me the goddamn lunches and I will order 10 extra lunches.
Yeah.
So now with the other officers, I'm not as popular because why you wasting food? Like, they would defend shit that to me meant nothing to me.
Right.
Guys make wine out of oranges and
wine.
shit. Yeah. It's a lot of shit you can do with a toilet. Like a ton of shit. It could be like your washing machine. It could be a telephone.
That one was in the documentary that got real popular on Netflix last year, which was was it on Netflix or was it on I forget what it was.
I remember what you're saying.
Right? Where they were using like the toilet paper cones and talking to each other, and it was this was a what's it called, a male female facility. So jailbirds, yes. Was that on A&E or was it on Netflix? It was on Netflix.
Well, Danny talked about yelling into the toilet
but
too,
these people
right?
were like having this was like romance shit where like they were like, I miss you, girl, and then like she would yell back,
that sound gangsters here. Miss you, girl.
Miss you, girl. And then they had the notes on the strings, and they were doing it through the entire. But then you had to have people help you, like, hey man, don't flush right now. So like somebody else would help you.
Oh yeah.
Get that message down to someone. They pull the whole string to read a love letter and you're like, Jesus Christ, this is all done through the toilets.
Man, amazing shit happens with it's a refrigerator.
True.
Yeah, you keep things cool in the toilet.
Whoa.
You can hide knives and shit in the toilet.
What about that whole shit piss?
Well, that's
mess?
in the day room. You do that in the day room.
In the day room. What do you mean?
Okay, so like in there's cells aligning the walls.
Right.
But then in the day room is where you open up the cells, you make them all come out, and they sit and watch TV. Now, this is an example of the type of shit that what I'm saying. Like, the way that you express yourself is one way, but what you think about is something different. Like, you only can speak the way you know how to speak. So I come in the day room, and where I worked, it was a big, huge room. And there's 2 TVs, right? So all the inmates are watching like Maury or some bullshit on one TV. And this other cat is watching the TV by itself, and he's watching some jungle shit like, Tropical Wild Kingdom or some shit.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, who is this dude that's only watching TV by itself? And why is he, so I go out to talk to him and shit. So I sit down next to him, and he goes, yeah, man, these motherfuckers say that the lion is the king of the jungle. Nah, man, it's the tiger. Cause the most a lion gonna weigh is a couple 100 pounds. Tiger weigh 1,000 pounds. He's like, the only thing that make the lion cold is he make them bitches go get his food.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. Like he's analyzing
Right.
the nature
He's-
documentary.
He has come up with this is how this
Yes.
shit is, and this is why I like this animal
Yes.
more. But I'm like, what is your life experience that the female of our gender, the female gender is called a bitch,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
opposed to female?
Yeah.
Make them bitches go.
Male lions are lazy as fuck.
Don't do shit
Yeah,
until
they
they got
sleep
to
all
kill
day.
something.
Yep.
Yeah. Now you mentioned hiding stuff. Where's the most creative places you've seen things hidden? Where would they hide stuff?
I saw, I was searching this guy's cell, and I found they have decoder rings because they don't just write in regular English. They write in code.
Right.
Gang shit has to be disseminated where I can't find it. And I found that this dude had rolled up. He had made a tiny decoder ring, rolled it up, and put it inside of an ink pen. So I'm like, damn, why this pen ain't right? I'm like trying to make a note, and I
And
picked
the
up his
code
pen.
is in there?
I open up the pen, pull it out, and it's rolled in little. I mean, I don't know how he could find this shit, but it was little bitty, and he rolled it up and put it in the pen.
So much work going into being devious. You know?
Absolutely. Or they'll hide it in deodorant.
Yep.
Deodorant.
Peanut butter.
And the making that you see what they make weapons out of. They're like, this used to be a toothbrush. This was a comb. This is like shaving it down. You're like, damn, this is a knife now.
Well, in the city of Chicago, it's very political, right? So somebody had a food contract to make food carts. And the food carts had metal, made of metal, and they had little doors and shit. So cats would break the tips off the food cart and make swords. I'm like, why y'all give? And when in one building that I worked in, when the new building opened, they gave these guys these plastic bins that shatter. So it was a bunch of shanks made out of the plastic bins. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how often did you witness fighting with these tools?
Maybe once a month.
Oh, that's not. And what would guys fight about?
It's usually about they gamble, and so it's
Gambling.
usually fighting over somebody owing somebody gambling debts.
Oh, you owe me. But what can they can't trade in money. So what is it, like in ramen packages or some shit?
Very close. They call them zuzus and wham whams. It's basically cakes and pies.
Yeah.
And the
sure.
worst ass whooping I ever saw somebody get was over a little piece of Nemo cake. It's about maybe 2 by 2 inches. And it's got a lot of icing, and the cake's about that big, and it's wrapped in plastic. You could probably get them. You could probably get them at like Walgreens and shit. Little bitty pieces of Nemo cake.
Oh,
Nemo cake.
Not that kind of Nemo. It's just different. Yeah. Nah, none of that.
But isn't it? It's so fascinating how humans create an entire world. Like it means so much to you when you have nothing.
Yeah.
And you're like,
You're like,
all I
I'm gonna
want
beat the shit out of this guy
fucking
for this
cake,
bite.
man.
I mean,
I get it.
If you want somebody to get beat up real bad, a Nemo hit is really rough. Like they got this thing called the pumpkin head, where they beat you in your face until your head is. Remember that Martin episode where Martin had that big old? It's literally like, and I've seen this one guy. I was like, God damn, they got you. You're like, I'm all good. I'll be back. Like, dude, I think you should leave these guys alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your head is like huge.
Is that what's like the wildest shit you ever saw as a guard?
Yeah. Let me think about that. I don't think the wildest thing. Well, it wasn't wild. It was just hilarious. When I got ready to leave, I knew I was leaving, so I didn't want to fight.
How long have you been there before you?
I was there 9.5 years.
Okay.
Wow.
So you're
That's a long
getting
time.
ready to leave.
I'm getting ready to leave, and this guy comes down, and nobody ever talks about shit like this. I was working on what they call an old man deck. Old man deck is a tier that has people that are over 35.
That's an old man.
That's
deck.
an old man deck because everybody's younger than that they locking up at the time.
Right.
And this young guy comes down because sometimes they have issues with not having enough space. So they have to use some of the specialty areas to put regular inmates in. By specialty areas, I mean they have protective custody.
Right.
They have.
Is that for like trans people? And
Sometimes there's trans people there, or if you have a high profile case.
Yeah.
Then they don't want you to be around the general because these guys are very judgmental. Despite what they tell you, despite having done all type of awful shit, if you touch a kid, or if they feel like somebody's life was going well and you fuck that life up,
Then
they will
wanna-
fuck you up for that. And so, and they don't really play the rape game a lot. Like, you would think there'd be a lot of rape. It's really not, because they don't allow it. Like, if you want to have sex with your cellmate or anybody, that's fine. But if you take it, they're gonna do something to you.
No kidding. So, so let's say there are two cellmates, and is it out? Are they known homosexuals?
Nobody want to let you know that they're doing it. It's not nobody's.
But if they're discovered to be doing it, like
doesn't
they won't
matter
get
if you want to. But if you're trying to take it,
rape
they're gonna
someone.
fuck you up.
Wow, that's
And what
interesting.
happened was I was on an old man's deck, and there was a young guy on the old man's deck. And the young guy comes in and goes, "Hey man, I believe my cellmate is trying to have sex with me." So I was like, don't nobody ever tell no shit like this. So I call my supervisor. I go get the guy. We bring him out in the hallway to interview him. When we come out in the hallway, a lot of the time I would leave the door unlocked to the tier so I can get back in without calling, because I didn't have a key. It was a master area where they controlled all the doors. So you had to call and tell them to open the door. So I just didn't want to leave the door. And so I left the door open. So I noticed that this dude is standing by the door. I don't give a fuck. I don't, whatever.
The young dude is?
No, another cat.
Oh, another cat. Okay.
So I bring the guy out, and I go, "So what happened?" And this motherfucker is trying to convince me. He goes, "See, man, he ain't know nothing about hygiene, right? And I'm trying to help him out with hygiene, so I'm trying to teach him how to use lotion." And I was like, wait. Stop right there. And so now at this point, my supervisor just laughing too much to handle any of this shit. I'm like, you going to try to tell me you going to teach a grown man how to use lotion?
He didn't know.
That didn't already know.
Right.
I mean, I'm just trying to help out with the hygiene. I was like, you know what? I look at my supervisor like, I'm sorry, I didn't even have to call you down here. I was like, pack your shit, because I was right across from the hole where you got, segregation, where you locked up forever. And when he went back in, the other dude was like, "Hey man, Hines, you ain't got to move that motherfucker. I guarantee you he won't rape nobody else." And I was like, "Nah, I can't let that happen. I need this job. I can't let this dude get."
So did he go to segregation? I mean,
hell
he
yeah,
went in
I
the hole?
made sure he went to segregation, because he wasn't gonna make it up out of there without getting beat the fuck up.
And you know what's funny is, like, whenever everyone plays that game in their head of like, what if I went to jail?
Oh my god!
And because it always seems like, the worst, like right in your head, you're like, I don't want to go to jail. Jail's got to be the worst. And I think in your head, a lot of people who think about that scenario, they go, God, I definitely want to be alone, like, so I don't get fucked with. But every story you ever hear about people going to the hole, they're like, solitary is like the worst thing in the world.
Very worst.
Yeah.
If you only get 1 hour out of 24 to be out. And then when you're out, you can't be out with nobody else. So you're really by yourself the full time.
And it tortures your mind.
It is amazingly, you do not understand how social people are until you're not social at all, and you can't.
Did you see it change people? Like, fuck with that? Yeah, it does, right?
Yes. Now, some cats, they might want that stuff. But here's the thing. It's so overcrowded, you couldn't be by yourself anyway.
Right.
So when they lock you up, they just lock you up with another guy.
Yeah.
So now you and that guy. And sometimes those guys don't get along.
Yeah.
You got to move them in. Like, one time I heard a lot of smacking noises. And again, I'm finna leave. They put me in that last little area. And I'm finna leave, and I hear smack, smack, smack. And I was like, damn, I already know what's happening.
Someone's getting fucked up.
So I walk over there and look, because I'm, I can't let nobody get beat all up and shit. I got to stop the shit.
Yeah.
So I go in there, and I open the door. And as I'm opening the door, the dude kicks this guy straight past me out of the cell. And I was like, well, what the fuck, man? So I call, like, hey, I got a fight over here. And supervisor come up, and I closed the door on the guy, and I was like, man, what the fuck? Why are you beating on me? He was like, motherfucker, talking about my business. Meaning he was probably talking about his case to other people. And he didn't want it to get out, whatever he had done. And he was already in protective custody. So it was some shit with a kid, which is my guess. I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm guessing. And so when I told the guy to come out at first, he didn't come out. The guy getting beat up. He's just standing there. And then he kicked him. The other guy kicks this guy out of the cell. So I closed the door because I can't get this the money maker. I can't fuck this up. I'm leaving. And so when the guy comes out, I take him to the dispensary and I ask, hey, man, why didn't you come out when I called you? And then he just didn't say anything. And then the other officer that was working with me was like, did you ever think that maybe he was dazed? He had been being beat about the face for some time. fight. Yeah,
You're like, oh, he's barely conscious right now.
He could barely move. He's beat the fuck up.
Well, we're almost a month into the new year, and I bet a lot of you have already given up on your New Year's resolutions, especially if they involve working out. Let's be real. But just because you haven't gone back to the gym since January 3rd doesn't mean you have to wait until next year to get off the couch again. And even though getting started can be tough, with a little help from our friends at CBDMD and their amazing topical products, you'll be crushing your goals in no time. CBD Freeze with menthol offers instant cooling relief for muscles and joints in a convenient and easy-to-use roller or shareable squeeze tube. My favorite is CBD Recover. It combines CBD with inflammation-fighting compounds like arnica and vitamin B6 to give you the support you need where it matters most. My elbow's been bothering me now from holding the toddler for so much. I tried CBD Recover last night, and because it's an inflammation fighter, it, like that, fixed it right up. It was fantastic. I put it on and I got a little massage. It really is. And to make it even easier to try any of CBDMD Stellar products, they're offering our listeners 25% off your next order when you use the promo code YourMom at checkout. Once again, that's CBDMD.com, promo code YourMom for 25% off your purchase of high-quality CBD oil products from CBDMD.
No, wait, when you actually left after those 9.5 years, isn't it kind of a relief to be out of that environment a little bit? Like, to get, you know what I mean? Away from the chaos and the craziness of a jail.
The reason why it was a relief was not because of the jail itself, because it's like summer camp. Like, these cats are not on much. Like, they just want to have, man, we would signify, you know, because me, I'm going to talk shit the full time. So we talking about each other and there was guys who were really good at signifying. I'm like, damn, he better than me. Like, this one guy's name, his jail name was Frank Nitty. Frank Nitty is more of a rank than a name. So he's like the second in charge of the little group.
Right.
And he and I are pretty cool. Like, and he would come in, he's like, man, Hines, you fat as hell. You like, you might really want to check your blood type because it might be orange juice. You know, this type of shit. One day he said, he told me, he was like, I bet you when you was in school, you didn't have a book bag. You just carried a refrigerator everywhere. You know, the type of shit we talk about.
Yeah.
Really funny, really creative. One time, so like the way your day goes is in the morning, you open up the doors, you let the inmates out.
Yeah.
And then, the first thing you got to do is you got to count them. So you count them, and your count has to match the previous shift's count.
Right.
And then when it does, they call that your count clearing. So they let you leave. You, like the person who worked there. So like when I got there, when I would get there, I would go in and count and shit. And at the end of my day, I locked everybody up. You leave 2 or 3 guys out to clean up the day room. They mop and they clean up everything. I left this one guy out, and he yelled up. Now everybody's in a gang. Like if you're not in a gang, you eat last. So you know, so you're the neutron. So you get your food, but you get it after everybody else get there. And so like he was like, hey, Latin folks. Now folks is Black Gangster Disciple gang. Right. So we go, Latin folks, sing that song. And I swear to God, this dude starts singing Bohemian Rhapsody. And these guys were loving this song. I'm like, God, it was amazing. He sound just like Freddie Mercury.
Really?
Singing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Jail's always, at least, you know, to those of us who haven't spent a lot of time there, notoriously segregated, right? All jails like that.
Oh yeah. That's how they keep you in there.
Right.
Is that they keep you locked up. Now they don't segregate you via your gang as much. As
but your race.
Think. Not even as your race, because there ain't that many white people there. It's no white people not in the Cook County jail where I worked. The only time white people came to jail is when like the Grateful Dead would come to town. And then it'd be like 3 or 4 white boys on the tier. And those guys caught hell for the 2-3 days they
were there.
They washing people's drawers and shit.
Really?
It's crazy.
So was the holy shit, man.
Wait, so how were they separated? How did they separate the inmates?
Latinos,
the grouping.
Blacks. They don't do any of that.
None of that.
Not in Cook County. What they do is they lock you in the cell for the night and then let you out in the morning. But what I mean by segregated is like you can't go to talk to your boy across the hall.
Yeah.
You can't do any, it's really difficult to do gang business.
Yeah.
You can, but somebody has to be going to court.
Right.
And so when you go to court, they take them to a centralized area to send them to different courts. And that's called the, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a bunch of chain link fences that people are and all type of shit go on in there. It was called receiving, and you go down to receiving, and then they call that the flea market. You can buy all type of shit. You can buy weed. You can buy all type of shit in the flea market because it's people who are also being processed in. So like you could buy somebody's shoes before you go to court or some shit like that, and it's all type of information that take place in there. That's where they really disseminate the information through court people.
Wow,
so they don't. They will pair up a black guy, Latino guy to share a cell.
Oh hell yeah! All the time. You take the cell that's available to
you. And there's no beef over that because I always hear like there's always like really
not at the Cook County jail.
Damn.
But the thing is, there are other Latinos on the tier. Right, so they all hang together when they not in rooms. Now they'll ask you to move, and then I would move people because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You can't leave, so I don't give a shit where I put you in here. So I would move people all the time. It's not really
all the stories I've heard of here, like LA County, complete segregation, like whites in this area, and not only is it segregated amongst Latinos, they segregate Latinos into two separate segregated areas, sureños, like the southern, and the northern. So like you when you get in, they're like, what are you? Like if you're Latin, and if you're like, I'm sureño, they're like, you guys are over here. You northern guys are over here. They keep it that segregated because of fear of more violence.
Right, because aren't our gangs are more Latin gang members in the actual system, more in California, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's gangs everywhere, but I mean out here, there's mostly a lot of Latin gangs, Latins. And they go, if we put these guys together, they're just definitely gonna fucking try to kill each other.
Not in the city of Chicago. I don't give a fuck. Like once you out, if they let you out this cell, then whoever comes in new going in that cell where you were. Wow. Now there are times, like I said, like people come to me like, hey man, I don't really dig my cellmate. Could you I'm sorry, man. I like to be comfortable.
No, do it.
I'm built for comfort.
Do it.
Yeah, so are we.
Be comfortable.
And so, like, there are times where, like, I would go in and they'd be like, hey, man, my cousin here, I want to be in the cell with him. Okay, I could do that.
Yeah.
That I can, anybody gonna give a fuck what I do about that.
Yeah.
But if this is where you assign, this is where you assign. And they try not to honor gang shit, but they really have to.
Kind of, right?
Yeah, because like our building was brand new, and so there's a way that they could get out the cells without the key. So the director had to figure out how they was doing it.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, you just get, hey man, which one of your guys is doing this? And the guy like, hey, I tell you, but I need whatever. And then they fix it.
Wow.
Because you made a deal with the gang chief. And the gang chiefs were really cool guys. Like, I'm like,
telling you.
I could see why you a gang chief, because I could see you as a CEO if you were educated.
Right.
Like these guys, man, one time I came in and there's this dude, we'll call him KD Williams.
Okay.
He was Five Corner Hustlers, like a vice lord type of gang member. And this dude is sitting at a table with two grown men braiding his hair. Two grown dudes and he's a little dude. He was just really good with his hands. He was like, Hines, I'm gonna teach you how to play cards. Right. Then I'm gonna teach you how to cheat. I don't even need to know how to cheat. Just teach me
how to play, man.
I just want to be in the game. I don't want to cheat nobody. These cats were, they were just amazingly generous, really smart guys. And if the situation would be different, you could see where they would run shit because of the way they run shit.
You know, and I often say that a lot of the really wealthy people are just doing crime through the loopholes. But it's legal crime. I'm saying the only difference, it's the same kind of a brain, but one just chooses to follow the rules and not go to jail for it. And one guy, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. Rich people do the same shit. Same shit, different toilet. You know what I mean?
I had one dude tell me, yeah, man, a friend ain't nothing but a personal victim.
Wow.
Yeah. Throw that on a t-shirt.
Right. Now, what about
friend
drugs?
Ain't nothing but a personal victim.
How did the drugs get in? What kind of drugs? Is that the big problem?
Well, a lot of the times officers are bringing in drugs.
Yeah.
A lot of times officers bring drugs. I could always tell when somebody's getting high because they do the same shit. Like, it's the same. I know somebody was smoking weed when I smell powder in the air because they trying to mask the scent of the weed.
Oh, right.
So they shake up powder and just push it in.
Like baby powder?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. When you smell baby powder, somebody smokes some bud. Yeah. It ain't no question. And the other thing that just sort of would trip me out is like they give these guys shit that you got to cook. and then get mad when they cook it, right? And they'd be like, go in there and tell him put the fire out. I'm not really going to do that because I know when he get through cooking, he going to put the fire out himself, right? And why did you give him noodles and shit? But the drug issue that I found the most prevalent was weed. It was a lot of people bringing in like officers. And sometimes you can get a nurse to do something for you. You know, it was usually in a romantic situation.
Oh.
Oh, so would inmates be able to try to hook up with females? And
Oh yeah.
And
this
was
was
nurses?
crazy, man. It would not only be not nurses. Sometimes it was female officers.
Really?
It's 1,500 dudes in this building. Somebody's gonna catch your fancy. You know what I mean? And it's just a matter of if his game's tight enough. It was one time when I first started at the jail, I was working in this place called Division 9. Division 9 was not direct contact. It was like a monitor in the middle. And then there was a tier on this side and a tier on that side. So what's supposed to happen is you go in to lock up your inmates. That person comes from their side to watch you, right? So this is my first day. I'm scared as hell. And I'm working with this lady who was dealing with this dude that his nickname was Jello. So Jello's in there and he's sitting at the desk. He's sitting in the day room because she would never lock Jello up. And I go in, I watch her when she locks her inmates up. I go to the other side, I'm locking and I'm not paying attention at all. And one of the inmates tapped me on the shoulder. Very unusual. And I look at him and then he points. And I look over there, he's like, ain't nobody in the bubble. That's what he says to me. I just continue to lock up like it ain't shit wrong. I go in there and I go look on her side. This bitch is sitting next to Jello on the couch watching TV.
In the bubble?
In the inmates.
In the inmate set. Oh.
Yeah, she's sitting like they had these rubber couches so you can't use it to hurt people. So it's like rubber filled with shit. And she's sitting next to him. He's sitting there with his arm around. They watch TV.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like and what happened? What happened when they saw you? Nothing.
She didn't give a fuck. She's like, care. Fuck you. I'm with Jello.
Hilarious. But then you know that the likelihood that she's going to bring in drugs or whatever, sandwiches.
Yeah, whatever he wants.
And do they not search you guys when you go in?
It's not really the same way they search visitors.
Right.
They just pat you down a little bit.
Do they search visitors' vaginas and butts and stuff? Like, could I bring in?
You can't really. You're not a doctor, so you can't be looking up nobody's crevices and shit.
But like, if I wanted to bring drugs into my Jello, I would just put it up my hoo-ha and then.
You good. You good. Ain't nobody going in there.
Just thought of a new way to make some
now
scratch.
Wait,
you got a new part-time.
I'm thinking which inmate I would choose. Like,
you probably would like Jello. You'd like Jello.
1,500 dudes?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Who am I going for?
There's some Puerto Rican guys for sure.
That's what I'm hoping for. Do you have a lot of Puerto Rican guys that cook
for sure?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Chicago. Wait, so one thing though. So you said about the count, right? The count's got. So what did you ever? Were you ever there when the count was off?
Oh yeah.
And like the shit kind of shut down at that point.
Everything
shuts down.
You can't get a fart in or out the jail if the count ain't right. Everybody shut down. They shut down the fucking block.
Were you ever there when a guy escaped?
Yes.
What's that like?
Fucking chaotic, because somebody's going to be fired.
Yeah.
No question. Not just one person. If you are in one of the nerve spots of the jail, you're going to probably lose your job too.
Really?
If you're working in any door, your job is in jeopardy now.
Did a dude ever escape and they didn't get him? Like they weren't able to capture him?
No, they're going to catch your ass.
They're catch.
Really?
There ain't no place for you. Unless you go to Mexico.
Yeah.
They're going to catch your ass. And even if you go to Mexico, they're going to send your ass back.
Yeah, they are.
You're not going to get away.
Did you follow the Epstein story? No?
Not really. I just knew that it was bullshit. I know somebody killed that dude.
Yeah.
You can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
Because when you're in protective custody, you have to check a person every 15 minutes.
Right. He was also not only in protective custody, also on suicide watch.
Yeah, double.
And the guards that were in the area, one left and one was asleep.
Yeah, no, that ain't the type of. When you in those situations, because normally you're supposed to do a round every 15 minutes. I don't do no fucking rounds. I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going nowhere. Everybody here. I'm going to write down that I did a round and write it down. You know, you write down at odd times. Like it's a sheet that you have to fill out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for every 30 minutes, you have to sign that you did a round. I'm not doing rounds because everybody in the day room, I locked all the doors.
Yeah.
Everybody's out here. I got to walk nowhere. I can see the bathroom from where I'm standing, which is where most of the ass whippings take place.
Yeah.
If you're finna get fucked up, it's usually in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And so I can see everything. I don't have to walk nowhere. I'm in the middle of this motherfucker. I ain't got to do shit.
Yeah.
So I would just sign a little thing. But when you in protective custody, it's not every 30 minutes. It's every 15. And you do have to get up. And you do have to walk around. Because these guys are stuck in the cells and you don't know what's going on in there.
Right.
So you do suppose
every
to go.
15 minutes.
Every 15 fucking minutes.
That sounds like a fucking shitty gig at that point.
I mean, you know. It ain't nobody in the day room. So I ain't got shit else to do.
Yeah.
So I'll walk around.
Now, I heard a rumor that the gentlemen that wear their pants low are inviting butt sex. Is that true?
Not in Cook County. That's just where that shit came from was from here. And that's because they take your belt. And everybody wear their clothes, you know, kind of baggy. So if they taking your belt and shit and your shit, you know, your shit go. But I don't think that was, at least in my experience, your sexuality didn't have shit to do with how you was wearing your pants.
One of my friends was in Rikers, and he said he was in the library, and 3 guys were raping a guy, and my friend was in the library, walked by, saw it, and was like, "Oh shit." And they were like, "Hey, man, you want some of this?" And he was like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." And they're like, "You can get in if you want." And the guy was pinned down, was like, "Come on, man." And they were like, hey, you know, he said that they were all black. And he said that they told the guy, they're like, "Look, man, if you were white, we wouldn't even use Vaseline. We're doing you a favor right now."
Wow.
So, yeah.
I mean, if you put that much manhood together, it's not really natural.
Yeah.
To have that many dudes in
together
a space without any women. For me, you know, the way I see it, like, women make shit better. I mean, and I'm not just pandering. I'm saying in my life, I can tell you women make shit better.
Yep.
And when you just got all these dudes, somebody is probably going to prey on somebody.
For sure.
And the other guy ain't going to say shit because he was the prey.
Yeah.
Right? So there is some of that shit going on.
Well, yeah, because you feel like this, it's not the same as jail, but like if you ever play sports, you're just around dudes, right? Like all day, practice, you're on the bus, you're going, and you're like, this energy changes.
Yep.
Right?
Some dude is going to push on some other
Somebody's
dude.
going to be an asshole to somebody. And then you get back and you see women and everyone's energy changes.
Absolutely.
It just shifts. Like
It's something about, you know, and then there's that different, it's a weird dynamic of like a mother issue. Like when it's a woman who's working on a tier, they go out of their way to please her, not in a sexual way.
Right.
They, you know, especially if she's an older lady.
They'll be nice.
There was this one woman that everybody in the Cook County system knew. Her name was Mother York. And this old lady would feed them at like Thanksgiving and shit. She passed away. This old lady, they would be rioting and Mother York would come in. They stop. Like Mother York ran shit with a gentle hand. Motherfuckers loved Mother York.
Wow.
And she passed away, but she was like a really big influence in the jail. Motherfuckers knew Mother York was coming. They would wash her up.
Wow.
Yeah. Motherfuckers looking good like Mother York gonna be here today. You know?
Wow. It's like representing their mom.
Man, she was amazing.
Check out this kid right here. Check out this kid.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, now I'm 35, man. Y'all know what's going on. Go get your trip up. You know what I'm saying? All mains in the pit. Yeah. Yeah, Shawty. Yeah. Hey, y'all got Instagram? Yeah. Add me on the ground.
I don't know what the fuck he said.
I know.
I know he said get something up.
He said, I don't know what he said either, but I know he's on Instagram.
It's all done.
And he wants you to add him on the ground.
The ground.
Add me on the ground.
Add me on the ground.
The ground.
Add me on the ground. I think
Jesus Christ.
he's in Arkansas. I don't know where he is. We found a new video of him. Here's a new video of him.
Let's do it.
I be when you got that scrap on you. What up, y'all?
Alright, I'm a fuck with you.
Alright, bro.
There you go.
I do believe that was some sort of gang handshake. I don't know for sure. And it sounded like he said something about you got that scrap.
Yep. Just got that scrap with you. And
So
then
that
he said,
means he carrying a pistol.
yep.
Oh, my God.
And he said, I'm going to fuck with you. I don't know.
I guess they're going to make some money together.
I'm going to fuck with you.
I guess they're going to make some money together.
They are. They're good kids.
Good kids. Sure.
They're good kids, man. What is this? Is this DIY trimming? Is that Fed Smoker?
Of course.
No. It's not Fed Smoker. I think it's someone that maybe is a Fed Smoker fan. At least the way that Fed Smoker gives haircuts.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
There's this guy I don't know. His name's Fed Smoker. He's pretty out there, and maybe I should.
I think I seen it on another.
You did?
I think
He's
you can't
kinda
forget him. He's special.
Let me see if I Fed. Okay, like he just does what? Like he walks up to this cop.
Hey, are you State Patrol? What's your name? What is it?
Jordan Sherrill.
And who's your captain?
The captain out here? Or captain
Yeah, your captain.
where I'm from? Darce Wheel.
I just had a sheriff deputy and his buddy come up and go, was you filming some lady? Did you hear about it?
Did you hear about it?
Yeah, did you hear about it?
Yeah.
He's super aggressive and
Now this ain't the guy I seen. The other guy I seen was black, and I couldn't understand the fuck he was saying.
oh no, this guy is not black, but you'll have trouble with him too. Like
We're parked illegally. Quick.
He looks exactly like I thought he would.
he's got a bad tooth
I don't like that sound.
and he took his headphones off. So he's got
So
a bad
rather
tooth.
than brush your teeth or go to the dentist,
Just use a knife. And
Oh! The sound.
so there you go. Got it out.
Okay.
now that is an American exceptionalism.
He also, if you're interested, and I'm not, you don't have to be, but he also does haircuts.
The ladies put a little pink on her drink. Oh, there's some ink. It's a rink out the sink. And I can run over to check your sink. As long as they're wearing a mink and they're definitely not rinks.
You
I
do it.
got a little drink.
He's doing it with fire.
In the dark.
In the dark.
Yeah.
And having the wherewithal to keep recording with another hand.
Wow.
So
What'd you take? When you're feathering it, brother, you gotta get a good grip on it. When you're feathering it, brother. See, you gotta feather that shit. You gotta get it going, bud. You know what I mean?
Tom
Gotta get her hot, too.
No.
Yeah. Now that's a thrill, motherfuckers. To light yourself on fire. Light your brain on fire. Huh?
I mean, he's
Doesn't
really.
that feel great?
And also, you save the money from the haircut.
Right.
So-
And I know he's making money because we watching it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's doing well.
Tom's been working on his.
And when you're feathering it, brother. When you're feathering it like that, brother.
You just broke proto, buddy.
Yeah,
do the proto.
It does. You just broke fucking proto homo.
Hey, Chomo.
Hey, Chomo. What's up there, Chomo?
You just broke proto, buddy.
Oh my God, this is funny as fuck.
The proto thing.
The
We've been
proto.
saying that one around the house a lot.
What's the first
Just
one
broke
called?
proto.
Where he walks up to the guy. Do you remember what that's
Fed
called?
Smoker, right?
Is that called Fed Smoker? I don't know if it is.
I think it might be Fed Smoker in the name. I'd say maybe type in the word harass or annoy.
You know what I love, Nadav? is
Oh, I
how-
know it. I know what it's actually. I just found it.
I love how seriously Nadav answers it. Like, we're answering this like it's
You know what it's called?
curing cancer.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, it's...
You titled it "Cool Guy Provokes Feds." This was our our initiation to this guy.
Hey, brother, I'm on record for a moment. What is this place, anyways? What is this place?
You don't need to film me.
Oh, I'm new to documentary. Listen here.
I don't care. I don't want to be
This is America, you dumb son of a bitch.
Right away.
Son of a bitch. I'm a private person. And I
I'm
don't wanna
a
be filmed,
fucking
so fuck
American,
your
you
goddamn film.
stupid fuck. I
Fuck
can
your
ask you
fucking
anything
film.
I
Fuck your
want.
film.
Like
Let
right.
me just tell you why this dude, the officer, is weak as fuck.
Okay.
Because when the dude walked up to him and he says whatever he says,
Yeah, he's like, "Well, hey, what's this place do here?" Yeah.
he repeated exactly what that guy said to him.
Uh huh.
Let's rewind it. Watch
Okay.
this shit again.
Okay.
Exactly whatever this man says to him, he says the shit back.
Hey, brother, I'm on record for a moment. What is this place, anyways? What is this place?
You don't need to film me.
Oh, I'm new to documentary. Listen here.
I don't care. I don't want to be
This
filmed.
is America, you dumb son of a bitch, okay?
You dumb son of a bitch. I'm a private person.
Call him
your own name.
You
Yeah.
stupid fuck. I can ask you anything I want.
Right.
And he has a
You
different
don't.
dog.
Fucking baby raper on your face, okay,
You're not a baby
cocksucker?
raper. You're the one who looks like a baby raper.
Baby raper.
Says it right back again.
Yeah, you're
What's
right.
up there, Chomo? Listen here. What do you guys? How do you get a job
What's up
here?
there,
There's
Chomo?
fuckface.
Well, not by talking like that.
Oh, you know what? You're fired, bud.
No,
okay?
I'm not.
You're right. Like, come up with your own insult.
Man.
Don't repeat what the inmate, the guy's saying.
You ain't right,
Yeah.
because that's what he is, a future inmate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think a past one too. I think he's been through the system a few times.
Doesn't he have a different dog than when he was in his car cutting his hair?
Yeah, they kind of come and go with him. I don't think he's a good caretaker.
You're talking to me? I'm a fucking American, you fuck.
guy.
You're the one
Grit your
touching my
teeth.
camera through the
Grit your
fence,
teeth,
you
tough guy. Come on,
faggot.
grit your teeth.
I'm gonna talk to the sheriff's department about you, buddy. Okay?
Go get him. Go get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd have
You know
just
what?
been talking to the
Okay, you didn't
fence.
follow proto. How do you get a job here?
You know what protocol is?
Yeah, I take cops' badges all the time doing it. You know who you're talking to? A retired double agent there, you fucking retard.
You didn't follow proto, buddy.
That comes here.
From the insane asylum, buddy.
You just lost your life, okay, as far as your job
You
goes.
threatening my life?
No, I told you
You
job.
threatening my fucking life?
Job, bitch.
That's not what you said, asshole.
Well, we're changing it to job because you're taking it out of context there. What's your name, anyways?
Yeah.
See these wire?
You only not
Oh, you
clean
just,
clothes.
you just got your job there, buddy. It's baby raper on your face clothes, okay? Ta-ta there, retard. You didn't follow proto, buddy. You're done.
You didn't follow proto.
Oh,
Buddy,
my
you're
God.
done.
Proto.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
any of those in your time?
Oh yeah, but not in the jail.
Yeah.
It's just dudes walking around talking like
Being
that.
crazy.
Yeah. So that was, I was giving you all of that because I saw a new file titled here, and I just don't know what it is. But it says using fire. So I'm going to see what it is.
Probably can't see right now because it's dark, but basically I'm going to show you what to do. You turn your lighter on, and you should be able to see this. Might be a little dark. You can simply apply it to your pubic hair as such, and it will just sort of eat your hair up.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
And as you do that, when it gets close, you just swat it, and it will burn away. And as you can see, it trims it right down to the root without any issue.
So do scissors.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, why
Or
would you-
the new Manscaped 3.0, the perfect. Jesus, you don't have to light your pubes on fire, you
Oh, my
maniac.
life.
I like how he's
That's
explaining
shit.
it like no one's ever knew that fire would do it. He's like, see, if you use fire, it'll fucking burn hair.
What does that smell like right now? Burning
God.
pubes? I've never even smelled that before, but I know it's not good.
delicious?
Delicious.
Ugh.
Oof.
God damn.
Why don't you do that to your pubes tonight, babe?
Yeah, sure.
Burn 'em off. We can do your chode. Would you let me burn off your butt hair?
Yeah.
You just didn't follow proto, buddy.
You didn't follow proto. When you're feathering it, brother. When you're feathering it. Are you on TikTok?
Oh, yes.
I started a TikTok and I
Yeah.
got scared because it was like, if you change this name, it's permanent. And I
Yeah.
was like, well, I'm going to let somebody else set that up for me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to start doing TikTok.
Oh.
Are you on the ground? Are you on the
I
ground?
think I am on the ground. No, hold on. I am on the ground.
You are.
I just, you know what? I do a lot of social media shit, but not like I'm supposed to because I like going places and doing shit.
Yeah,
Living
yeah.
life,
so.
yeah.
But I got it. Yeah, I got
What's
all
your
this
grunt?
shit. I'm going to give you my grunt.
Hit me on the ground.
Okay, so like
I'll
me on
fuck
the
with you,
ground.
man.
Robert_L_Hines.
Robert_L_Hines.
Yeah, my Twitter is Robert Hines1, and my Facebook is Robert L. Hines.
All right.
Dugra.
We should-
Are we doing TikToks finally?
I got a couple here just before we wrap up here. Yes. So Christina curates a batch of TikToks because there's some strange things going on TikTok. Like some people are, kind of doing mainstream stuff, and then there's kind of an underground world.
I like to curate the people in the margins, if you will. You may
Got
find
it.
these in my Instagram stories at the Christina P. I update my curations pretty much every 24 hours. It's my passion project. I don't receive payment from TikTok. I just do this to make other people happy. Okay?
Well, let me just say this.
Okay.
You guys are remarkably consistent.
Thank you.
Oh,
So when I look at your shit, I know I'm gonna get some shit that's gonna make me go, "Wow, we got people like this here."
Yeah.
That is,
Thank you.
That's a good advertisement for what our show is.
Yes,
You
that
just
is
nailed
exactly
it.
what this show is.
No, there's people doing that.
All right, I have not seen any of this.
Okay,
So,
well let's
here
see.
we go.
Let her rip.
Hey you, stop scrolling. I need to tell you one thing. Every single video I put out, people are asking me if those are Sharpies or markers. These are actual tattoos, okay? Let's put this out. These are real. Now you know.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, any thoughts? How does that make you feel?
Uncomfortable. I don't like what he did to his face.
Why don't you describe it for the
Well,
listeners?
yeah, for the listeners, he has an extraordinary number of tattoos all over his face, and not like a design or something. It's just words.
It's like face graffiti.
Yeah, it is. It says fame, guilty, cream.
Is that I love on his other?
Yeah,
his left?
dude. There's all kinds of shit there.
Now, look at in the bottom of his mouth. It says now.
So basically, he's a thirsty bitch, and I don't even like. Because here's the real. I've been following him. I don't want you to do not follow him on the Grum, and do not follow him because he's just a big thirst trap. He just wants to be famous, so don't fucking follow him.
Wow.
But here's the weird part. He's very attractive.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's like a model.
Yeah.
So he really destroyed his looks doing this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But
And,
do not follow this bitch anywhere, okay?
I will follow him when he starts going to like Richmond East Coast Ink Removal Center, starts posting those things. He's like, this fucking hurts. This is my second of 30 sessions. Yeah, well,
He's
look what you
cute.
did.
It's too bad because he's really handsome.
Good looking guy. Fucked it up. All
Fucked
right.
his face.
I'm done being judged. I'm done with everybody thinking they're perfect. You ain't. Trust and believe. You want to talk about me? I ain't a felon. I don't have a criminal record. I've never, ever been sentenced to nothing. Once, I was. All of a sudden, no face, no case. I was cleared of all charges. Don't come at me, son. I'm sick and tired of you haters talking shit. Come at me now. I don't abuse, and I don't got no criminal charges for you guys to talk shit about me now. What's up?
Is that the mom from the Goonies? Is she back?
It does look like her. It sounds like her.
It just made me feel like America is a melting pot.
Yeah.
Because some of the shit she was saying, I know she got it from the hood.
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt good about that.
Yep. I do like that. She was like, I've never been charged just once.
Just once, yeah, bitch.
Charges were dropped. You're like, wait a minute. I thought you just
said you didn't have
nothing.
That's the part I like is that it does contradict.
Yes. The contradiction, a little long. I prefer the shorter.
I prefer shorter too. I agree.
The only way it's is contradictory is because she said she never had any charges.
Right.
What she probably meant was she had no convictions.
Right.
No
right.
convictions.
That's what she
Right.
meant. But you've been arrested, bitch. You have arrest look all over your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the extreme rage is interesting as well.
Yes.
What's going on there? Why so angry?
Who touched that baby?
You know what's also crazy
Something's
about
messed up.
TikToks?
Yes.
Is like, this is for one person, and you can just call him.
I know.
Like, you don't have to make a video
I
for
know.
everyone. You can just call that guy.
That's the
who you're
craziest
mad
one.
at. Yeah.
That's the crazy one. And they're like, Michelle, I know you're on TikTok,
Yeah.
bitch. It's like, well, you could just fucking
Yeah.
text
All
her.
the haters. You mean Michelle? Just call Michelle.
Yeah, stop it with these.
See, now that's comedy.
Right?
Yeah,
Like-
these public TikToks.
I'm speaking from past experience because one of my ex-boyfriends did have to take a shower because my old friends from high school didn't want to be around him, and neither did I.
What? Huh? That's just a story. Why don't you ever listen to the story? She's trying to share her life with you. Let her share.
One of her ex-boyfriends had to take a shower.
Story time.
From experience, she's telling you this.
Story time.
She looks amazingly like Rick Moranis to me.
Yes. Is it Moranis?
I don't maybe
know.
I don't know.
All right, story time.
I like the pronunciation. Moranis. I think.
Okay. So I am going to set this record straight because I am tired of answering
lazy
this
ass
damn
video.
question.
Please do.
Yes, I still have a boyfriend. Yes, I duet other people. Yes, my boyfriend knows and actually has seen the videos. He is fine with it because, oh my god, he freaking trusts me. He knows the guys I'm duetting are just friends. Or people that I admire, so I want to duet them. Relax. I am still very much happily taken.
There's a lot of these
As a
on
matter
TikTok.
of fact, we are engaged and trying to decide if we want to have a big wedding or just do a justice of the peace. So freaking relax, get off of my back. I am happily taken.
Could you sit up if you're gonna make this fucking shit? Like, god damn.
Is that too much to ask?
I mean, on your side, on your back, like give yourself a shot.
Do you guys know what duetting is?
Yes. So it's when you post like this. Someone will take this original video and then do like a side-by-side companion to it. So like they might mouth the words at the same time or react to what she's saying.
Specific to TikTok.
It's just a TikTok.
It's a TikTok thing.
So, but a lot of very popular vein on TikTok is people saying, I'm happily with my boyfriend. Stop DMing me. I'm happily married. Stop trying to get my man. It's just it's an interesting lane. I like this lane on TikTok.
All right, well, I'm going to get involved in this and I'm going to send you guys
got
my
to.
TikTok.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that.
Man, y'all see my fucking smile? Yeah, y'all wanna know why I'm happy? Do you know why I'm happy? Guess why I'm happy. You know why? Because I just fucked the dude. Swag, bitch.
So, you might remember Brian Silva from the Gratata. Was he on the Grum before?
Yeah.
Grum? No.
He was on the ground.
Yeah.
He was on Vine.
Vine.
He was on the Vine. And he came through with the save.
Yes. Turns out Brian has now come out as gay, and he's adamantly gay, and he loves to brag about, I just sucked this guy's dick, I just hooked up, I'm gay.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
What is the point of the sound? That's like the
That
period.
became his signature
That's his
sound.
thing.
It was like a gun sound. You know, he would do
Got it,
that.
got it.
Yeah.
And then he went to jail for a while. And then he's out. And now he's doing this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Things are going well.
Man, it's an upgrade.
God is good all the time. Oh, this guy.
Well.
Okay. All right. Can we just move on?
That's Johnny Sharp.
That's Miami hot right there.
Yeah. So Johnny Sharp is another big character on the talk. He's become quite a hit, a sensation, if you will. He just does these kind of esoteric boom boom.
Okay.
He's got an Elvis wig, and he's like an older, skinnier.
That was a
AIDS-y
wig?
looking-
Well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can we jump to the next one?
Sure.
Kind of cleanse the palate a little
Oh, the
bit. from
sorbet,
that.
if you will. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I bullshit you not. Some man just pulled up to here at my store. You know, I work at a gas station. Pulled up, right? And he was like, you work here? I said, oh, yeah. He said, oh, you just chilling? Because I was outside. I was like, nah. He was like, well, you working right now? I said, yeah. He talking about, I give you $100 to get in my car and ride with me. I said, I said, first of all, my manager up in this bitch. Second of all, I don't fucking know. You think I'm gonna get in a car? What the fuck do I look like? You done lost your fucking mind.
It's a good story.
As long as she bullshits us not, you know, that's
it.
the most
Yeah, I bullshit you not.
Add me on the ground.
Well, I know you like stories, so I
That
wanted to
was
give you a
a
story.
really nice story.
Yeah?
Thank you for that.
Was she in Florida?
It had some Florida vibes.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
Georgia. Maybe Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. That story, like, this dude said, get in the car. I said,
I bullshit
He said,
you not.
yeah.
He said you work here. I said yeah.
Yes, yeah. He said, I said,
I said I said
I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. it's alright. I'm your baby, but here's my number. So call me, man.
I like this guy because he does TikToks about hating his mom. Like he lives with his mom and he's like, my mom doesn't want me to eat the cereal, but I'm gonna. Fuck my mom.
This dude's actually semi-famous on social media.
Yeah, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's been putting out stuff on different platforms for a long time.
Well, I didn't know that. I just discovered him and I really like his work, so I'm a fan.
I like the way he held up the phone when he said, call me.
Yeah, he did a little.
You're right. It's a little flavor to the
I
piece.
can't sleep at night. She said she has no feelings on me. I begged her to give me a chance. She said she will consider. But now I want to give up too.
Oh. That was kind of a sincere one.
Yeah, that kind of brought me down a little bit.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Let's go back to the lady. I said, yeah.
I do want to put this out here. Yes, I have facial hair. I have a condition. I know I do. So if you have anything bad to say about it, please stay off my TikTok.
Why would you do that? Why would you and I like these and the ones that are like, to all the bullies out there, I will not stand for your bullying. Like, stop it. You're just egging it on.
Yes, I have facial hair. All right. This is the last one in the batch, so I hope it's a good one.
It's all good.
It's coming up. Here it is.
They're all good.
Here we go.
Everyone, I just get out and brushing my teeth. Very cool. Very cool. Very swag. I like it.
Very swag. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing that's really starting to piss me off a little bit.
Yeah.
I work really hard trying to be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not taking any effort.
No.
I could just stop. I could just,
But why am I intrigued with him? See, there's a reason I want to watch him do that. Is it because there's no self-awareness?
Let's just say it.
It's
Let's
not...
just say it. Asian accents are great. All right?
Right.
Yeah.
Asian accents are the way he talks is interesting.
I buy my accent.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I like it.
It's funny.
You know, he sounds like Lil Ching Ching. Like, remember that guy that has the dog, Little Ching Ching? It's on Instagram. Stop it. It's on the Grom.
He said, who?
The account is Little Ching Ching, and it's a guy, and he's got a little white dog named Ching Ching, and he says, okay, Little Ching Ching, you want to get your hair cut? And he's got this similar accent. It's on the Grom. I am not making this up. It's Little Ching Ching.
Can you pull up a little Ching Ching?
God. Guys.
I was wondering why you were looking at them like that.
Oh, yeah. I was like.
Would you do that?
That's it. That's Little Ching Ching.
Let's do it.
Duh. Hello.
All right.
See?
You're right.
He's just cute. And this guy, like, worships the dog and
Okay.
takes really good care of her. He's like, oh, you want your treats? Yeah. Press play. See?
You miss mama?
Oh.
Oh, wow.
So cute.
That'll give you sugar diabetes right there. That's so sweet.
You miss your mom? She's walking your sister. You had a whole day fun with your mama and papa and your grandpa and your grandma today.
Yeah. Treats him like a
It's your
child.
sister's time.
I would say that.
Your sister need to walk. She have long legs. Unlike your short leg, you don't need to walk.
Yeah, you could work on the accent a little bit, but it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's really, really close.
We got the bang bang. Wait.
That's amazing.
Is that good? Did you like that?
Really close.
No, Ching Ching.
Really
Where's he from? Singapore?
I don't know.
No, Ching Ching.
Sounds like a Cleveland accent to me.
Vietnamese.
So, all right.
I follow more dog accounts than I do people accounts.
All right.
So we're here.
I've been watching TikTok for just a little while now, and there's a lot of pretty girls on TikTok, and I see other girls feeling bad about themselves because they don't think they're as pretty as these other girls on TikTok. Fuck that shit. Know who you are inside.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
This is my new favorite lane. This is like older creeper guy trying to get with the young hot girls.
That's the grossest game a dude can have.
It's amazingly fucked up.
You know what? You're special.
Listen.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that little mole. That
Yeah.
don't mean shit. Come on over here. Look at his hands.
Yeah.
Look at how big his hands look.
Wait, is he fucking married?
Looks like it.
Damn.
Looks like a
Let me
wedding
see.
ring.
Yeah,
that's
is that on the
his-
right hand? It's not
It
on
is,
the-
but it's a
But he's in a
band.
mirror.
It's a wedding band. That's right.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
This fool's married, and he's on there trolling for young chicks.
Now I respect him a little bit. That's dude's tight. I
He's like,
this
girl, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Don't
you at all.
listen
Like,
to
my
that.
dumbass wife ain't on TikTok. She never gonna find this shit.
Girl.
He's like, that stupid bitch doesn't know what an app is.
Christ.
All right. We went overtime because we had such a good
so
time
much
with you.
fun with
Thank
you.
you guys. This
Robert.
was awesome.
Oh
Where
my
are you
gosh.
next? Where can people find you? Just give it to us again.
Well, right now, this is my whole social. I mean, I'm so unorganized. I hate
It's
to
all
be
good.
that way, but we got the IG is Robert_L_Hines.
The Grum.
Twitter is at Robert L. Hines 1, and Facebook is Robert L. Hines.
There you go.
Add me on the ground.
Add him on the ground. Twitter, Facebook.
Please do. Thank you guys. This was awesome.
This was a lot of fun.
I cannot wait to come back if I
Come
can.
back. We love you.
We'd love to. It
We
was
loved
great.
having you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Fit in
Robert.
really well.
We'll see you guys next week.
Ta-ta there, retard. You didn't follow proto, buddy. You're done. You don't have no authority over me, bitch. This is America, you dumb son of a bitch. Fucking asshole. What's up there, Chomo? Listen here. How do you get a job here, there, fuckface?
Well, not by talking like that.
Oh, you know what? You're fired, bud.
No, I'm not.
You're talking to me. I'm a fucking American, you fuck. You're the one touching my camera through the fence, you faggot. I'm gonna talk to the sheriff's department about you, buddy, okay?
Go get him. Go get him.
And I'm gonna see. Well, they're gonna watch it on the internet.
Go get him.
Well, how do you get a job here?
Not by
Tough
talking
boy.
like you. Not by talking like you.
Like what? You guys are the ones all scared of the camera. Look at you. Look at you. You know what? You're fired, okay? You didn't follow proto. How do you get a job here?
You know what protocol is?
Yeah, I take cops' badges all the time doing it. You know who you're talking to? A retired double agent there, you fucking retard. You're talking to a man that just ruined your fucking life, okay?
Insane asylum, buddy.
You just lost your life, okay, as far as your job goes.
My life?
No, I told you job.
Threatening my fucking life?
Job, bitch.
That's not what you said, asshole.
Well, we're changing it to job because you're taking it out of context there.
Hi, Mommy. Thanks, Jeans. Thank you for watching this episode of Your Mom's House. And if you had a great time, watch more videos here. And don't forget to subscribe here, so that you will know when a Your Mom's House video comes out immediately. Thanks, Jeans.